All right, welcome in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Good morning, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you, man?
I'm okay. Had a sports-free night.
You didn't watch the NBA Cup?
No, dude.
Not interested in the fake trophy?
No, it's not that. So, I have a big problem not being able to scroll through channels. So, if I go to Prime, then I'm stuck there. And I hate that.
But there was no other sports on last night.
I know. I just didn't watch sports.
That's fine.
You don't find like being able
I
to...
don't. You and I have these conversations all the time. I mean, I'm very used to being in the streaming world. I mean, I'm a fight fan. I think soccer fans can relate to this. Like, we've been on streaming platforms now for like a good 7-8 years of like, I'm watching. I've watched ESPN Plus, DAZN,
right,
all this stuff. I'm very used to it. It doesn't bother me. And I like to the point where everything I have now is an app. I even watch Heat games on the FanDuel app, which is atrocious. But that's an aside. That's another. It's not the people who do the broadcast. Everybody who's on the Heat broadcast, they do top notch. It's specifically the app sucks. That's it. It pops up ads like whenever, and it's done that since they were Bally's. Ever since they left Fox, the Heat streaming app is poison. It's terrible. But Amazon's actually, I think, as far as the streaming platform, I think they probably do one of the better jobs as far as streaming is concerned. I'm curious to see how Paramount Plus does it when they get the UFC, because I watch football games on Paramount Plus, and that seems pretty easy. But it was good. I like the broadcast. I mean, it's a Heat-centric broadcast. You have Iron Eagle with Stan Van Gundy and Dwayne Wade, so that was kind of goosey. The only thing that sucked was the Knicks winning, but good for them. They get a trophy. It's been since the 70s. Congratulations. Good for them. I want to pinch their cheeks. Happy for them. That Wembanyama is crazy, though. I mean, like, every time you see him go in there, because they're still limiting his minutes, so you only got like short bursts of Wembanyama. But my God, I mean, like, he's like, when he rises up from three, like it's nothing.
Does he really rise up or just?
No, he does. He's got the sweet ass jumper. He's got like it all going on. Like he was in a flow, probably like in the late third quarter, and then Spurs had their own third quarter in the fourth quarter. They couldn't. It just bottled up. Mitchell Robinson was kicking their ass on offensive rebounds. Little reminiscent of what he did against Kalel in that one NBA Cup game against the Heat, where we had the whole Udonis Haslem gets mad at me incident. So it was but it was a fun game. It was a fun game, and it was an enjoyable thing. I still don't know how many people care about, like, Knicks fans should be fired up, but I don't know how many people are like, this is a legacy thing. This is this is that. I did think it was cool when all the young guys, you could see they're all about to get $500,000, like all the two-way guys. That's kind of cool.
Right.
But overall the basketball was really good. I mean, the Spurs beat the Thunder. The Cup games that he played were fun. But is this like, does this feel like anything else other than just the regular season? I don't know. I don't know.
It kind of does to me a little bit. I like I like it. It's odd how you can play 5 games and then go cup game. That makes it a little odd, because I mean, how do you just change this game is important, right? And that kind of throws you off a little bit. But like, once they got to the Final Four in Vegas, yeah, man, it's pretty exciting.
The thing that's odd about that, and that was the thing that came out of this that I wasn't really aware of, because the Heat weren't in Vegas, but apparently everybody's like rats off a ship on Vegas. Like, that's the thing, is people are saying that the semifinals are not going to be in Vegas next year. They're going to be home games to the higher seed, and apparently they're going to look to leave Vegas. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if
it's kind of hard to, and let's be clear, you're doing this during football season, during bowl season, during college football playoff season.
I feel like it's a
So
great time to go gamble.
who's going to go to Vegas for a basketball game when you have all these other things going on? And although I like this tournament, you're not taking over college football or NFL football.
No way.
So it's kind of
they're lucky on a national perspective. They're lucky that the Knicks win because that'll get like Stephen A. will talk about it, obviously. But no, for the most part, like I'm sure that the NFL and we're days away from the college football playoff. It starts on Friday. Canes are on Saturday. But yeah, I agree with you. Like you're not beating much. Now they were lucky. Like it was a dead night. I mean, what else do we have? The Canes beat FIU. Paws down. Oof.
Right. But that's, I mean, but again, let's be honest. You may pay attention to your local team a little bit, but March Madness is when you start tuning it up. You know, when you start really watching.
Got these boys playing though.
Yeah.
You got to give credit.
Or let me take that back. Not necessarily March Madness, but the conference tournaments.
Right.
That's when you start paying attention.
Oh, man. Well, let's get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Your final score in the NBA Cup yesterday was 124-113. Knicks beat the Spurs. Jalen Brunson was your Cup MVP. Oh, hello, Snitchy Mouse. Getting a permission slip. Don't you like it when the kids try and sneak you a permission slip?
No, actually, it's pretty good. She said, "Would you like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?"
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah, but I
never get a permission slip like that.
I'm not even. Put it this way: it's really hard to get Mima to look at me and shake her head.
Really?
Because she loves me.
That's
right?
great. Mm-hmm.
This morning, I was going through the refrigerator and I was hungry. And I'm not proud of it, but I was hungry. I ate leftover veal parm, made a sandwich.
This morning?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There's no shame. I open that refrigerator, all bets are off.
Look, anything parm is good, but like veal parm, chicken parm, meatball parm. Whew, love everything parm.
Yeah. I just
you can make asparagus parm. I think I would eat it.
No, you wouldn't. No, you
think I would.
In the morning?
Huh?
What time did you eat that, Leroy?
I think it's like you wakes up like at 4 in the morning.
You ate that at 4 in the morning?
Yeah,
I got up at like 6.
That's terrifying.
I ate it at 9:50.
CBW says the NBA Cup's going to Mexico City. Well, be prepared for the BGs, dude. Careful.
Right. So,
yeah, man. So that's great. Ethan Schmolnick, if only they had treadmill parm. Remember that boxer they had put the
cheeseburger?
That was funny on the string.
Yeah.
I'm going down to the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua press conference today.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
So this is where, if there's ever a situation where you would think something's up, if Jake Paul's even close,
that I think it would be that would be crazy.
Yeah,
I kind of do. Yeah,
I mean, a 2-time, like not old, still got brick hands,
got big plans in 2026 to fight other guys. He said that his return was going to be the week where the Javante fight was. He was going to do, and this was actually a cool thing. I really liked this. This was a great idea that Anthony Joshua basically said he was about to do a tune-up fight for the David Benavidez card.
Right.
And they weren't going to announce him. There was no announcement, no match. It was almost going to be Royal Rumble style, where like they were getting ready for the next fight. And then all of a sudden, Anthony Joshua walks out to the ring. I'm like, that is a great idea. I love that. They need
Well,
to.
I mean,
I love that idea.
it sounds great for us,
Yeah,
but wouldn't that be a bad job out of the promoters
but
for
if you
sales?
if you already had a good card, like for
I
them,
got you.
they already had a good card, right? Like they had Benavidez on. I forget who. There was somebody else on there that made it like a decent, pretty. I think it was the Devin Haney. Devin Haney was on that card. Like it was a juicy card as it was already.
Right.
But if you just threw in the middle of it, boom, Royal Rumble, Anthony Joshua's coming out. I love that idea. I think that's awesome. But that got scrapped because he got offered the Jake fight. So yeah, I'm with you. If this goes long, I genuinely, I do genuinely worry for Jake Paul here because
I don't think people really understand how hard this man punches.
Yeah, I mean, go watch what he did to Francis Ngannou. And I know, I think Jake's camps, he's coming off the knockout loss to Dubois. It's like, yeah, Dubois has been a professional boxer, basically been under a champion. If it wasn't for Alexander Usyk, like he probably would be right there. But there's a part of me that's like, you get so famous and you get the people around you that either enable you to do this or put a belief in you. And there's nothing wrong with believing in his skills. I've already said Jake Paul's way better than anybody ever thought that he was going to be at this, whether you want to give him credit or not. He's not an embarrassment when he goes out there.
Right.
But there is only so much you can, bite off before you're in the danger zone. And I also think there's something about like the YouTube in him that I think is like, this guy's made his life off of doing crazy stuff. And I think that really deters you and deludes you into thinking what's safe and what's not safe. And I genuinely think that this is going to end up being ugly if it is all in the up and up. Is there a chance? Is there always a puncher's chance that you could hurt somebody? It's a fight for sure, but not really.
No.
Not really. Like if Anthony Joshua maybe blows a wheel out when he walks to the ring and he's a sitting duck, that's about it. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going down to that today. Excited about it. Excited. By the way, Terrence Crawford retired. He announced his retirement. And I immediately was getting texts yesterday like, oh, is this real? Is he retired? Look, it's fighting. You have to take it with more than a grain of salt. You probably have to take it with a bag of chips. But I do think if there's anybody I would believe it, he would be one of them, just because he's 38. He already kind of got his super fame late. And there's not a lot of great options out there for him.
Right.
When you beat the snot out of Canelo like you did, I don't really know what else is out there for him. Like, the guys who are at 160, there's nobody I think that he's going to get that kind of a bite of the apple. David Benavidez at 168. So if David Benavidez came back down to 168, he's a little too big. Like Canelo was right in that sweet spot of not the biggest 168er in the world. That he could go and do this to go become super middleweight champion. I know Jake Paul says that he wants to fight him. He said he would fight Jake Paul. He was one of the options there for the Anthony Joshua fight, but I think I kind of believe him. I think he could be done.
I would say what makes it a little bit different than the way Floyd did it is that I think Terrence Crawford fought going out everyone, right? He didn't really pick or choose. He's like, who's next? Who wants, And so I think Floyd controlled a division. What Terrence Crawford did was move around to find fights.
Yep.
And so from that standpoint, although I appreciate and loved watching what Floyd did, I think Terrence Crawford is a different animal. And how he did it, how his career, I can't remember in his last maybe 10 fights that he didn't fight somebody that he went in there that thought that maybe he had a chance of losing. No tune-ups, no. And so from that standpoint, I could understand that the only reason why he would keep fighting, he would have to reach. He would have to go way outside his comfort zone.
You don't want a Roy Jones situation, right? Like you do something and then you do it, and then you have to come down.
It ruined Roy Jones's legacy because people don't realize how good Roy Jones was, because at the end,
Yeah, because he got up all the way to heavyweight, and then like, oh, I'm going to go back down. So you start searching for big money fights. Right. Like, I think it's cool. And like I think there are things out there. Like he seems like he's doing some stuff around this TKO stuff. So maybe he'll do. I'm sure he'll get something where like they'll offer him a bag where he can't. You just don't say no. But some don't. Andre Ward never came back, so we don't know. You don't know.
That's another guy I would have liked to see him fight some more.
Yeah,
because he has that like boxing personality that you enjoy the lead up into the fight.
I'm glad that for me, he's one of my favorite, new age broadcasters who got into this. I thought he was great with ESPN. His podcast is really good. So I am happy that he doesn't feel the need to go back and do it, but he probably could. There's probably been offers that he could go. He's another guy who's been kind of kicked around Jake Paul for a little bit. But I think as far as like real boxing, I think he's done what there is to. I think there was at one point they were talking Andre Ward was going to go up and fight Anthony Joshua too. He was thinking about doing that.
Jeez.
Before, but when Anthony Joshua was a little bit more green, I don't know if that would happen now. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, this Texas A&M feeling a little froggy, huh? A lot of trash talk coming out of the Aggies going into this game.
You can talk a lot of trash before you play the game, but when you strap them up and go out on that field, it's a whole different story.
Take a break. We're back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We'll take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Little Rats Off a Ship coming up later on in the show today, starring Mike McDaniel.
Man, are we to the point now with the Dolphins? CYA?
Dude, that's exactly what I thought. Well, I have a couple of theories.
because
I'm sure
it just seems like weird because let's be clear. If any of those other two quarterbacks were anything, there could have been a period in time where they could have made that move a long time ago.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we had the weird time in the middle of the year where he put Quinn Ewers in as the 2, and he flipped him and Zach Wilson. But yeah, there could have been other times, and he mentioned that yesterday. Like, there have been times where he thought about it, and he's like, I thought about it, even during that blowout. But look, I agree with you, Leroy. I came away with the same thing. I was like, this is cover your ass up, and I also think it's pissed off time. I thought. And if you guys don't know, I'd be surprised if you didn't tuning into this show by now. But yesterday, Mike McDaniel basically spent his entire press conference hinting that he's changing quarterbacks today, which he definitely is, because you don't even open that window like that if you're not making a decision. It sounded like he made a decision. He probably just hadn't told the player which one he's going with.
Well, the problem with that is that there's a reason why he hasn't made the move before now, and it would be foolish, knowing what you know and knowing their capabilities from watching them, to just throw them in there knowing that they aren't better.
Yep.
You're basically making a change not for any other reason other than it's changed, because it's better.
I thought this, okay, well, there's a couple of things that I thought led to it, but I will say there was one thing. We were talking about the Tua smiling on the sidelines yesterday and all that. I didn't see this video till after the show, this full video. I saw the video of him shadowboxing with Jalen Ramsey. I saw that on Twitter. I didn't see like how much time those two had spent hobnobbing and laughing and chumming it up. And I was like, and the more I sat on that and I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, dude. So this was Tua. I don't know who's got the first of this, of him and Jalen Ramsey just yucking it up after the game, right? But they're having a good time. And I was
Are they laughing at his performance?
I don't know. And look,
I would.
There's nothing wrong with being with your friends.
Yeah,
not everybody has to go to the show. But hear me out on this, Leroy. Okay?
All right.
I'm not ripping him for it. But I have a theory. Who was the player that had such a rift with the head coach in the offseason,
right,
that he would no longer have him play for the Miami Dolphins?
Right.
Jennifer?
Jalen
Ramsey, Jennifer. That is very correct. And so let's just say Mike McDaniel's on the plane, or Mike McDaniel's in his office, and Todd, the intern, comes in. Mr. McDaniel. What is it, Todd? I'm watching this terrible Tua film. Did you see Tua hobnobbing? He goes, what? And you're like 4 Red Bulls in because you're watching this terrible film.
No, you'll
and
be
just like, you know what?
Who?
You're like, he was hobnobbing with Jalen Ramsey. And he goes, and you're just, in that moment, you decide, you know what? F this guy. We're out of it anyway. F it. I'm done.
Well,
I'm done.
I listen.
Not terrible, right?
It is.
Can I get
one of the things that you have to understand about my sport? I've been in fist fights with guys in practice, and then we went to eat dinner.
Yes.
So, like, it's when the games, huh?
But that's your
fist fights. Were they within your teammates?
Yeah.
Right. It's teammates.
But even when they go play, but see, I'm different. So like I told you, I don't care if my brother was on the other side. When the game's over, I'm out.
Cool, but I'm not talking about the
but-
I'm saying from Mike's perspective.
No, well, because you know what? That's not because coaches hobnob before the game, and players hate that. Right? Players really hate. Like we've had confrontations with coaches saying no networking before the games, right?
Sure, Pat Riley was always mad with Alonzo and Patrick Ewing going to get dinner. You know?
Right.
But,
and so
but this is
let's just, if this was happening during the game, okay. And even from that standpoint, Aaron Rodgers always chops it up with guys during the game, laughing, going back and forth. I don't see we're taking things that happen and putting reason as to why, or well, if he wouldn't be hobnobbing, or if he wouldn't be doing this, or whatever. And I would say one has nothing to do with the other. Your relationship with that person has nothing to do with you trying to beat the brakes off of him while you're playing.
Yeah, but again, it has not. You're
looking at it from Mike McDaniel's standpoint,
coach's perspective. I don't really care about. I don't love it. I'm honest. I don't love it, but I don't care too much where like that's the reason they lost or whatever. Tua's a nice guy. Him and Jalen Ramsey are friends. That's cool. But I could see Mike McDaniel be like, hey, you just laid a huge turd on the Monday Night Football field, and you're all looking at, where's Tua? Oh, he's hobnobbing with who? Jalen Ramsey, Mike. What?
No, I don't think.
Possibly called you weak. AF,
right.
By the way,
he did.
I don't like.
By the way, did you want to give us the news, Brittany?
I did. Adam Schefter confirms that Quinn Ewers is going to be the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins on Sunday versus the Bengals.
Wow. How about that?
I would. Okay, Brittany.
What?
You're looking very excited over there.
She is looking very excited.
And I would say this. I would say this. Be careful what you wish for. Okay.
I was just excited to report the breaking news.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait. Really? No.
Journalist.
No.
I'm a journalist at heart.
You can't,
Leroy.
Brittany, you can't hide it.
do you want me to?
You cannot look. She can't stop smiling. Wait, Tobin, she can't stop. It's Christmas.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. Why do I have to? I'm not gonna tell Brittany.
No, I'm saying I get it. Look, be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Here is the tweet from Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter says, a major move in Miami. The Dolphins are benching QB Tua Tagovailoa and turning to Quinn Ewers as their new starting quarterback per sources. Ewers' first start comes Sunday against the Bengals.
Can I ask you a question? How bad is Zach Wilson?
Oh, he must suck.
I mean, we've seen it though. Like, let's be honest.
Listen, Leroy.
Dude, like, come on.
I know.
Like, they jumped right over you like Frogger.
Hey, not every reclamation project's gonna work, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Although I will say this, there have been a lot.
There have been, but
that
some
have
guys
worked.
Hey, some guys are just busts.
Yeah.
Some guys are just busts, you know?
I would just say be careful what you wish for. Oh my goodness. Already.
Excited.
Our tours.
Finish it.
Go ahead, Brittany.
I'm excited. No, I'm not excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'm just happy that I feel like he's finally facing the consequences for his poor play. He hasn't faced consequences at all, except for losing games, which he clearly doesn't care because he tried to
Brittany, it's really hard to do it at certain positions. That's one of them. Because if it were that easy to find somebody better, he probably wouldn't have been your quarterback in the first place. So I would say they've been watching Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson all year, and Tua's been struggling all year.
I think also we got to take a break, but I think to Leroy's point, we'll get to why Mike McDaniel also has to show a little something with this as well, and why there's a little covering your ass on this as well.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break. More to come, but if you're just tuning in, Tua Tagovailoa is going to be benched. Quinn Ewers is going to be the starting QB for the Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, I think, is going to talk next hour or so. He's talking at some point today to go into the decision, but very much showed his cards.
We already
we know, but now we know the guy.
Listen,
now we know the guy.
They say, hey, are you gonna go to eat at such and such? Well, everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table.
Like, what does that mean?
Take a break. We're back with more after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy.
What are you guys doing?
On FM 104.3 WQAM. Breaking news this morning. Miami Dolphins are going to bench Tua Tagovailoa for Quinn Ewers this week against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sure we'll hear later from Mike McDaniel on the entire situation, though he alluded to this yesterday. By the way, there is another side piece of news, which is not surprising after seeing how he played on Monday. The Dolphins are releasing Matthew Judon.
Why?
Why? Very good. Geez. So Tua,
making room for.
who are they making? Well, they gotta is yeah. I don't know who they're making room for. I think what they're probably making room for is somebody who can actually run.
Well, I mean, you knew that when you got him. That's the epitome of let's kick the tires on this one and see what he has. Kind of like what Indy did with Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers was more productive for the Colts than Matthew Judon was for the Dolphins.
Agreed. But he also had a lot of good people around him. You know what I mean?
Man, crazy. So we got that news. But yes, Tua Tagovailoa is your new quarterback. Quinn Ewers is your new quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa has been benched. Tom Pelissero says Tagovailoa is due $54 million fully guaranteed in 2026, but his future in Miami is now clearly up in the air. There was a moment yesterday in the press conference when Tua was asked. Mike was asked about the what his conversation was like with Stephen Ross. This was the answer that he gave, and I was like, oh, that made me go. That made me feel like Mike McDaniel's got some proving still to do himself.
Quarterback who doesn't perform maybe as well as Tua has at his best. Has Stephen Ross give you an assurance that it's not going to be held against you? Do you have his blessing to start a different quarterback?
Well, I think, first and foremost, there's, I try to keep the conversations that I have with the owner between myself and the owner. Bottom line is, like everybody else, he wants to win football games, is disappointed when we don't. But, I think that the biggest thing is that my job, as he's hired me to do it, is to do the best thing for the football team. So a lot of times that's doing the hard thing. But regardless, it's always with that same best interest in mind, which is what gives us the best chance to win the game, whoever the next opponent is.
Yeah, first of all, when you put the caveat, I'm going to keep the conversations between me and the owner, I don't believe he's done that. Now, he's given generic answers this year about the conversation, but when he makes that point, it makes me feel like Stephen Ross and him had that conversation. Stephen Ross is like, hey, man, tired of watching the ducks in the air getting picked off left and right.
Wait. That's how you think Stephen...
I do.
Okay,
I think Stephen Ross went into that meeting and went,
quack, quack, quack.
He said, I'm tired of watching these flutters get picked off by the other team. Hey, can you show me that you can coach any other quarterback? Because you already duped me into paying this guy $1 gazillion. I'd like to know whether or not we've developed anything with anybody. And Mike's like, yeah, all right. Because make no mistake, dude, this Mike McDaniel, you still got some proving to do. And I feel like if Stephen Ross if I'm Stephen Ross and I'm going to keep you around, I'd like to know that, like, you can work. Can you work that magic with anybody else? Did you get anything? Now Mike McDaniel's thinking to himself, oh man, so my career is going to last on Zach Wilson putting up numbers or Quinn Ewers. This sucks.
So you think, and I'm gonna just go with what I would say. I would say, Steve, like, Tua was here when I got here.
Oh, don't say that.
Why?
Oh, because you value your job.
You're gonna say what you want.
Oh,
you're gonna
say
hold on. If you're trying to get a head coaching job and they say this is our quarterback, If you say, not my style of quarterback, you ain't getting the job. But then you want that money, you want that job, you want the opportunity. You say, oh, baby, I coach everything. We're going to be good.
I agree with you there, but then
Okay.
don't vouch for the guy when he wants the huge contract. Like their close relationship. Their close relationship has been the thing. And then, by the way, the other quarterbacks that we've seen whenever they've had to come in here, I mean, last year was a friggin' disaster, especially with Skylar Thompson. And I think Stephen Ross probably wants to be like, look, if we're going to go into next year, let's say Mike McDaniel, let's say it's 50-50, he's going to stick around.
I would say that's accurate.
And you're not going to keep Tua as the quarterback, as the starting quarterback. You got to know, like, all right, well, is the guy that is going to be here? Because then you only have money to afford either a journeyman or somebody you draft. Those are your options. If you're not going to play Tua, you got to show the boss something.
Right.
You got to. And so that's why I agree when you said this is a cover your ass situation too. It's like, well, I got to show him the goods. I got whether Quinn's ready or not. You should have been. You should be like, all right. Well, I guess it's time, baby. We gotta unveil what we've been developing.
I would just like to say, and I'm gonna say this, and this might seem kind of rough. Texas escorted Ewers out of town for whatever reason.
For a Manning.
I was gonna say
it doesn't.
Manning.
Dude, let me explain something.
For perhaps overrated Manning though.
If Quinn Ewers was good enough, then Manning would have sat another year. Because again, it's about winning. It's always about winning. So from that standpoint, if Quinn Ewers was that dude,
yep,
then I give you a perfect example. Ohio State let Joe Burrow go. You know why? Because they had a Heisman Trophy winner in the thing. Now, Joe Burrow was probably better, but they're not changing that up because he was an excellent quarterback for them. So they let Joe Burrow go to LSU. So if Quinn Ewers was that good, he would have still been the quarterback.
Yeah, but whether he was that good or not, like we're parsing through what's arguably been the worst starting quarterback, especially per expectations in the league.
Oh, yes. No, I'm not saying my conversation has nothing to do with how bad Tua's been playing.
You're saying what, the expectations of how good he should be?
How good Quinn Ewers should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have vast expectations. I think that's
what I would do. I would, if I was Mike McDaniel and I know it's going to be tedious and hard work, I would go look at what he did well at Texas and try to incorporate that so that he can at least feel comfortable and don't throw him into a situation where, he's got to play quarterback kind of the way Tua has played with the quick reads and the quick releases and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see. He's had a few, here's this time of year when you switch and go to a young quarterback like this is more of an indictment on the player. What have you been doing to get ready for your opportunity, even as a young player? Have the coaches been working with him? Has he been doing extra work? Has he been, all those things? Because he should look a lot different than we saw him the last time we saw him. Simply because he's further along in the year, he's been around the system, he's, learning how to be a professional. Okay. So we'll see. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was saying trade Tua for a first and a second. I'm like,
I have a question to pose.
Sure.
And it's off topic, but not really. Even if Quinn Ewers goes out there and wins against the Bengals and he looks really good and, Mike McDaniel coaches a hell of a game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How, as an organization and as an owner of this team or GM, can you keep the person that advocated so hard for Tua to get that contract.
Because you got a whole team or had a whole team of players that the last guy advocated for, and you made it work, and he was wrong. He's wrong once. Like,
I don't know. I think like if Tua goes down, Mike McDaniel has to go down with him.
I don't disagree, and I think that's probably what part of this is, Brittany. I think
to see if it's the player or the system. Like,
yeah,
there's ways of figuring that out.
Yeah, and I think this is part of what it is. Is like, hey, do you have anything to show? Because the rest of this is basically your remnants of an audition. You've already, hey, you didn't make the playoffs, which was probably one of the big edicts that he had to do this year. The quarterback that you advocated for is terrible and maybe washed, maybe mentally whatever. He's just not living up to the contract. Terrible decision. What else you got for me? The last thing that's in your bag as a coach is to show that, hey, I've got something else in the holster here, because they're not going to have great options at quarterback next year. And so whether that is going to be Quinn Ewers or, well, I guess it's not going to be Zach Wilson, bum. Or having to draft another young QB, you need to show your skill set, because you didn't do it with Skylar Thompson. And again, these are low draft picks. These are 7th round guys. It's not like he's bringing in a guy with huge pedigree. But he could look at Kyle Shanahan and be like, hey, look what he did with Brock Purdy. So I think this is what it is for Mike McDaniel. He's going in here and he'd be like, hey, you got to show me that this year you got something. You wanted this guy. What did you get out of this guy? And can you actually get this system that you've said, hey, we've changed the identity. We're going to be a running team. Okay, it's all Tua's fault. Show me that it's all his fault. And by the way,
so question, and here's the other part of this is that, do you have to understand that Tua was here beforehand, and even though you vouch for him and say pay him his money, right?
Yep.
Look at the roster. Okay, it's filled with decisions that people have made that I've been stuck with that haven't worked out. So if we gonna hold the one mistake I made against me to lose my job, what about all the other stuff that we didn't?
What's the thing on the roster that is anchoring it more than anything? Like, that's the thing.
The quarterback. No. You know what? As of right now, because you know why? Because the offensive line, not as bad as we thought it was going to be. The defensive line started coming around towards the end. A lot of young guys. So whoever's coaching those guys is doing a good job. So is it something as simple as, yeah, I was wrong with the quarterback, but look at how I coached up everybody else. It doesn't mean that I'm bad at this job. I made a mistake. And if we look at this franchise over the last 5 or 6 years, woof, with the giving up all the draft picks, with the bringing in wrong guys, with the, so.
You think, I think that there's a case that Mike is probably trying to make that this is all Chris Greer's fault and you got rid of the wrong guy.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
But if I was trying to keep my job, that's what I would be doing.
No, I wouldn't. But I would just put it the way that I did, in that, yes, we've had, if you're going to hold me accountable for the one guy that I vouch for, let's look at all the players that I got stuck with that, you know what, still kind of making do.
Yeah, there's only, but how many guys on this team are they really invested in long term right now? It's Sealer and it's Jalen Waddle.
It's young guys. The young guys. I'm looking at none but the young guys.
Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna fly if it's Stephen Ross. And then, by the way, you look at Jalen Ramsey, like, well, that was a decision. You didn't want to coach him anymore. Like, you didn't want to make that work with him anymore. So I don't know how that's just gonna fly.
But didn't he target Zach Wilson also? So that's 2 mistakes that you make at QB.
Yeah, no, that's it. And that's the point. Like, I think that's probably part of it too. Be like, you made this big deal. Like, he fawned over, Zach Wilson, we targeted him, like, so.
They always say that though.
Yeah, and then but he also got paid a lot of money to come here, Leroy, and that's because Mike McDaniel targeted him.
And didn't take a snap last year.
Let me tell you, like, of all the mistakes that they made, the fact that Zach Wilson can't find a snap on this team, right? That
But
is
that's my point.
frightening.
Some guys
That's
are
my
bust.
point.
We'll take a break. Our Tours is next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to our headlines here, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
-1 for tardiness.
Mm-hmm.
The door was in the bathroom.
Hey,
For tardiness.
so I just watched the Ellie Duncan send-off. It was kind of
L.
sad.
Duncan?
L. Duncan. Really
She's going
sad.
to Netflix.
I know, but it was sad. She gave her farewell speech.
That's nice. Well, listen, I'm happy anytime a media person gets to give a farewell speech. Usually they just
Yeah.
yank you off the stage and say, hit the bricks, dude.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. So good for her. Yeah, Netflix is going I guess gonna go ham on sports, it seems like.
Yeah.
We'll well,
Am I the only? Do I need to just step up my game because I'm the only one that really has a problem with this? I like going through. I like scrolling through channels during breaks, during halftime, and with Netflix or with Prime, you can't do that. Once you go into that, you're stuck there.
you need to do one of two things. You either need to step up your game, or I saw you ogling when we were at the man cave in Twin Peaks of the multiple screens. You need to get yourself a multi-screen setup. You need to do one of the two. I don't know what one you want to go with because you were very bouncing off the walls on all the games. So maybe that was too much for you. It was a little bit overstimulating for you. So I don't know which one you had. Yeah. So you either have to get with the times or we need to get you another television. So I don't know which one you want to go with. Because you have a very big television. It's not like, but you can, I think on a TV that big, I don't know if you're into this, I think you can do like some kind of multi-screen thing within the screen. Yeah. Might have to call up IT for that one. I don't know. Wait for Pacific time.
IT's in California.
Well, Christmas coming up. Is he coming back?
No, they just got there. So it's kind of hard to then all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Man.
Man.
When's the Rhinestone party? Saturday. Yeah.
Look at that.
If you guys are just tuning in,
My jacket?
oh, I absolutely.
I'll get it on the next break.
Absolutely. I want to see your jacket. 100% I do.
It's not, well, listen, it is not like, what do you think I'm gonna look? I'm going over there looking like Black Elvis?
Honestly, I don't know why I picture you in cowboy boots.
No, right. No. Now, Jennifer,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whose daughter this is, but she's in the cowboy boots now.
Yep.
She wears cowboy boots every day.
I love that for her.
I'm like, that ain't my side of the family.
We have Tyreek Hill's reaction to the news. He has tweeted out a GIF. Let's see there. It is a deuces emoji with the GIF.
And the guy disappears.
The guy just disappears.
Is that big Tyreek? it looks like Tyreek ain't been doing no work.
I'm curious. What do you think this is? So is Tyreek Hill? Is that a reaction? I hate Tyreek Hill when he tweets because he's so cryptic and he just gets me like a bass on the hook.
Caught. I can't believe. First of all,
he's so good at it. He's
for
so
a
good.
guy that goes out of his way to get people, and you have started his show by saying, "Oh, those fans got him." Why do you get got all the time?
Here, it's two ways. Is it he's happy Tua's getting benched? See you, dude. Or is he upset because Tua's his guy and he thinks Mike McDaniel's rats off a ship?
I don't think it matters.
Take it.
Why are we reading it? It is what it is at this point.
I take it as he's upset about it, but honestly, I don't care because this is the same person who said he didn't want to come back after last season.
You can't take anything he says seriously.
You can't take anything he says seriously.
Upset?
He's just trying. I don't think he's actually upset.
I don't know if he's upset. I don't know if he's upset.
So.
See, that's the thing. That's the genius of Tyreek Hill. This is why he's a social media Molotov cocktail. Like he could just throw chaos out there.
Just trolling.
Is he even walking yet?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Right.
I don't know. Did you see yesterday they did that O's the Mentalist
Yes,
bit with the Dolphins?
I saw it because Schmeathen said, "Don't you dare look at Adam Schefter's last tweet." And
it was from
you told me
camp.
not to do something. I'm gonna do it.
It was from camp. It was. It wasn't recent.
Yeah, correct.
They had to hold on for that long. They're like,
know,
oh, we got something. They really like. I got to tell you, with the O's the Mentalist thing, not that impressed.
I mean,
Not that impressed. Who cares?
it was strategic.
Who cares?
Maybe he did his research and saw and figured, oh, he's possibly gonna.
A lot of people think that. A lot of people think he's a huge fraud. That he scouts people out.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course they do.
He's but they've gone to that well with the O's the Mentalist enough already. I get it. He reads your mind.
He need a mentalist right now.
Tyreek.
He need a mental finder, a mentalist finder, because his mentals are a little banged up right now. And I think, look, I like Tua, but here's what I'm gonna say, and I mean this. You're in an environment where you have to be mentally tough. And some of the things that get to him shouldn't, because it's just the nature of it. And the guys that don't usually end up out of the league, and it has nothing to do with talent, is because all of the other things surrounding it affect you. And so a lot of times when he talks, he speaks as if, things are getting to him that shouldn't. He tries to plow through it by just saying whatever, you know what I mean? He tries to really, but you have to be mentally tough to deal with failure, not success, but failure, and how to fight through it, and how to keep going, and how to deal with the disappointment of failure.
I think you could also get exhausted by it too, because I do think that Tua did go through that early in his career.
It doesn't like you're gonna have it your whole career. It doesn't. I don't care how good you are, you're still gonna have it. Like, fans are never satisfied, so you have to go to your own little place. Know that you're doing everything that you can do to be the best player that you can be, and live with it. And you have to do it that way. And it doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter, what kind of face you put on. You have to be mentally tough and strong enough to be able to deal with that.
There was never a point in your career, I know you're probably the wrong person to ask, but there was never a point of something where you just felt like when is enough?
I lived in 4 cities in 2 months.
That's why I said you were probably the wrong person to ask.
So, I lived in 4 cities too, and I was like, I know I'm good enough to play, and I got mad as hell. I got mad as hell that I was being put through that. I didn't woe is me. I didn't do the woe is me thing, or, well, people, or he did this or did. I had no ill will towards anybody that didn't want me. None. I didn't say one negative thing about anybody in Carolina, one negative thing about anybody in Baltimore.
Mike McDaniel yesterday, when he addressed this, and he's going to talk about this, I think, today at 2:45, so it won't be during our show. He's, I guess, because of the schedule, he's talking later than he usually does on a Wednesday. Right. But this was him yesterday. He said, when asked about how's this going to affect Tua's feelings, and he says, F him.
Realistically, I'm most concerned with the appropriate decision. And, should that be something that disappoints him, I can understand that. But I also, there's a reason you invest all the time and energy into relationships is because you count on relationships. So understanding what your intentionality is of the utmost importance. And that's why I lean into that so much.
You want me to give it a breakdown?
Absolutely.
I don't give a damn how Tua thinks. That's why he's in this spot. Because of his play. So, what do you want? My job is to put the best on the field. He ain't playing the best right now. We got to get somebody else. I don't even know if Quinn Ewers is the best. I'm speaking.
I don't know if he's the best either. But
I'm gonna tell you he's not. I can pretty much tell you that he's not. I went through all the things that could maybe change that by not seeing him in 3 months and not seeing the work that he's put in.
You think like Jalen Waddle goes up to Mike, just is like, "Hey, Mike. Hey, Jalen." He goes, they just give each other the look. You know the look.
Mhm.
Waddle goes, quack, quack, quack.
Somebody said, Leroy, you don't know. I just said that.
He literally
Like,
did just say
I
that.
literally just said that. Leroy hating. See, you can't. Here,
Hating
the
on
one
who?
thing I hate about dumbass people, and I'm going to put this out here right now. You can't just have an honest conversation. Every conversation you have has to have an angle to it instead of just saying, okay, this is the reality of it. I literally said I don't know, and hopefully he was better than the last time we saw him.
I mean, like,
And you-
look,
Like,
he-
yeah.
he came out of that game and we all thought the same thing. He finally just got to the breaking point. He's got 3 games left. It's over. The season has no consequence anymore other than everybody's got to get through it, win as many games as you possibly can. You got a defense that feels like it got gassed out yesterday or 2 days ago. You got receivers who can't get the football. The guy keeps giving the football to the other team when until the game was
Wait.
over.
Wait. I mean, right now, his arm punt average is 47.5. He might make the Pro Bowl.
He got, negative 20 because he was running for sacks left and right. Like some of the analysis on this was like flabbergasted by him yesterday with how far
Yes.
back he was running at his experience. Like,
Right.
you can see like Cam Ward does it a lot because he's a rookie,
Right.
and has that, trying to make something out of nothing. But Tua is just like, dude, you've been in the league for 6 years. What are we doing?
Well, like the length of time you've been in the league matters in some instances, but the circumstances change from year to year as far as what you have to do to be successful, right? And I would say that there are things that he's doing now that 2 years ago he wouldn't even do. And
Right.
that's the part that's troubling. The part that's troubling is like we've never, and let's think of it this way. Every time Tua threw a ball up for Tyreek, in most cases it was either overthrown or Tyreek could get to it.
Mhm.
It was never a ball that fluttered in the air, so damn near the whole defense could cake under to get underneath it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also, I hate saying this about a quarterback that has played as long as he has. He looks panicked if the first read isn't there. And it's not, and he may not be panicked, but when he starts this stuff right here, I'm like, whoa. There's technique and there's too much.
Yeah, there's never a guy in the league of more anxiety when that happens than with him.
Right. And so I don't know, like, and this is what I mean about the mentality or he needs to get to a place where he can go onto a football field and just play football. He is trying to play football a certain way, and it never works out for anybody.
We will take a break here on the program. More on this. If you guys want to call in about the QB change, you can. 305-567-0560, 305-567-0560. You got to have a 4-pack tickets to give away for Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua as well for Friday night if you like boxing and circuses. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be there, boots on the ground. And if you guys want to go, we'll give those away before the end of the show as well. Take a break. More to come. Back after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Miami Dolphins, they are going to start Quinn Ewers, according to reports. Quinn Ewers, according to Barry Jackson, met with coaches late into the night last night as he is going to get set for his first NFL career start. Quarterback out of Texas, got a little action this year. Was it the Browns game he got action in when the Dolphins are getting smoked?
Yes, but I feel like there was another game.
I think that was the only game he was active for. Zach Wilson got in the Jets game when they were kicking ass, but I think it was the Browns game that he got in there. Got a couple of series. The first one looked awful. Second one, he had a pretty good throw downfield. He kind of made something happen. So that is what the Dolphins are going with. Mike McDaniel very much more than hinting it yesterday that he was rats off a ship on Tua Tagovailoa and ready to move into another direction at quarterback. Feels very much like the end of an era that they are ready to move on from Tua as their quarterback. They obviously are going to be on the hook for a lot of money next year. Will he be on the roster? Don't know. It probably depends on the coaching situation. And I do feel like a lot of this stuff is still very much up in the air on whether or not Mike McDaniel is going to be back as the Dolphins head coach. And I think that is part of the reason this has to be out there as well. You know, if the owner's going to be like, hey, man, what else you got for me? You know, we're not making the playoffs. What else can we show here these last 3 weeks? Because it was odd. He was asked yesterday about like, oh, are there, you know, do you worry about the long-term ramifications of this? And he goes, no, I would never insult the importance of the game against the Bengals. But then I think he was asked like later in the press conference about starting young guys. He goes, yeah, I mean, you got to weigh long-term and short-term. So it's like, well, which one is it?
Yeah, which one is it? I saw that he was like, it'd be disrespectful to the 2025 Dolphins if I thought about the season ahead.
Yeah.
Whatever. You don't even know if you're going to be here next year, bud. So that's why you're thinking that.
Schmeathan says the coaching pool is weaker than the QB pool. Yeah, but you know what? When they hired him, they were trying to get Sean Payton. They got busted tampering, and they just hired the weird meme guy from Zoom.
But can you I feel like a part of me feels that this also has to be coming from up above, a pressure to kind of bench Tua.
Yeah,
because
I think so too, Brittany.
Because to allow a coach who could be possibly on his way out to make this decision, it has to be coming from somewhere else.
I don't think it's like a demand, but I think it's probably strongly suggested. That's why I said when I heard his answer about what the ownership conversation was, and he starts it off saying, I don't want to reveal that. That to me was a tell that, he was given strong implications from Ross or Garfinkel or whomever was in that meeting, be like, hey, dude, we're done with this. Like, it's very clear that this guy don't got it anymore. What else you got for us? You know, and when your bosses ask that, you got to have some kind of an answer. And I think it could have gone either way. It could have gone like, well, who does he want to prove that he's got something left in the tank with? You could either show that it's Zach Wilson because you paid him $6 million, but I don't think that he really believes in him. He probably was like, well, another whiff. That didn't work out. Or you can take a Hail Mary and you can hope that these 3 games with Quinn Ewers shows a little something. He gets to go up against a terrible defense to start his career. So that's good for him. And if he can kind of put up some numbers, now I'm not suggesting he goes out there and zings it down the field to Jalen Waddle, 3 or 4 times. I'm sure they'll still put a lot of this on Achan's plate and make things happen. I think it's probably about caring for the football. And then every once in a while, let's see if he can get Jalen Waddle running. I mean, I'm sure Jalen Waddle's got to be like, dude, he's probably going to be like, what has this year been the last 2 years for me? Like, I've completely fallen off the map as far as anybody concerned as a receiver. Now, he's had some drops here and there, and that he's always got durability questions, but he stayed healthy this year, and it was non-factor. Like, you can't get the guy the football anymore.
Nope.
And it used to be like he was big into those crossing routes and over the middle, making things happen. Like, Tua's doesn't live there anymore because it's just been the danger zone for him. He used to have, he used to be like, oh, he would feast there, but everybody kind of knows what the deal is with him now. So yeah, I definitely think that, ownership and or the interim GM, whoever delivered the message, whoever was the messenger definitely has a part in it, because Mike McDaniel is not safe either. And he shouldn't be, by the way. This guy hasn't proved a goddamn thing as far as it's concerned with being a good head coach. He's got some creativity. Cool. Why? Because everybody says this team didn't quit on him. Well, because they're professionals. What do you
for their jobs?
Yeah, what do you think? You like, how many guys out here, how many times have you actually seen teams roll over for a football coach? You know, it's more of a college thing. It doesn't that doesn't really happen. Look at the Saints. The Saints are out here, they're playing spoiler every single week. Team sucks. Most of these scores is why Leroy says is like, I don't believe in big spreads. Probably one team right now where you're like, oh, that team is actively checked out. It's probably the Jets. That's it. The rest of the teams in the league are gonna give some kind of a try to make something happen, because everybody's watching. Guys want to earn contracts. Sure, Jordan Brooks is like, you know what? Would like a new deal. You think Jordan Brooks gives a rat's ass what Mike McDaniel's yammering about? And by the way, most of the guys you say aren't quits. They're either going to be rookies who are trying to prove themselves, or are defensive guys who are playing for Anthony Weaver. And by the way, also, this team actually has that. Their highest paid player quit on the coach. Has had their highest paid defender quit on the coach. He's got that on his resume too. So, yeah, he hasn't proved a damn thing other than that his teams have gotten worse and that his offenses have gotten less potent. This is supposed to be an offensive guru. So, no, look, Tua, if you want to put blame, if you want to carve it up and say who gets the biggest percentage, I'll give it to Tua. I'm not giving Tua the pass by any means. I'm very embarrassed, like how Tua has gone about this year, you know, and how this year has gone, whether it's been handling himself publicly, whether it's been how he's performed. But Mike McDaniel does not get to skate on this. And so, yeah, he very much needs Quinn Ewers to go out there and play well.
But that's why I said what I said earlier. I don't think personally, as a Dolphins fan, I want to see Mike McDaniel back here next year, even if even if they win on Sunday, even if you go with Quinn Ewers the rest of the season, or you put in Zach Wilson and they perform great and they win. I don't think I put a lot of blame of why we're in the position that we're in right now on Mike McDaniel. And I don't think that Tua gets to be benched and Mike McDaniel gets to keep his job. I personally, that's how I feel.
I don't think it should be that way, just because, and I think that's what probably worries some people, is because Stephen Ross, he's already gone and said, all right, the first guy I'm going to get rid of is Chris Greer, who's been here forever. And typically he likes to stick it around and be like, he doesn't like to clean house. This is a clean house situation, and it's okay. It's, I don't think that you have to. Here's what I would say. I don't think this coach is going to end up anywhere. He'll get a coordinator job somewhere. I don't know where, but he'll get a coordinator gig somewhere. He'll finally get to call plays as a coordinator. But I don't think this is a situation where the Dolphins feel like they're getting rid of somebody like special. Like, I don't think this is a Vrabel situation in Tennessee where like you're getting rid of a coach who's a good coach, or Eagles getting rid of Andy Reid, something like that. He's fine. He's got some good qualities, but he's got a lot of qualities that kind of stink when it comes to leading an organization.
I agree, and I don't think I want to say, and I could be crazy for saying this, but I feel like this is more of an audition for Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins organization than it is let's see what Mike McDaniel can do.
I think that's probably the case, because this may be his only chance to audition, because you're a 7th round pick. It's not like they have that much invested in you. But no, I do think this is a McDaniel audition. I don't think that he's in the safe. Let's see what this guy. Hey, 560, you're on the air, or QAM, you're on the air. What's your name?
Finally get to
hello.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? It's Mo Skrilla.
Mo Skrilla, what's up, man? What do you want to say?
So I just want to say it's about time. I've been saying it. We should have been benched Tua. We should have got the Heisman Trophy winner. It would have been great for Miami, your hometown kid, for Columbus, Mendoza. We could have had a fresh start. Now the Jets going to get him, and he's going to be kicking our butt twice a year.
Maybe they don't. I mean, don't put it past the Jets to blow it. Maybe they don't take him.
Yeah, you're right about that. But the Jets always mess up. But they set up to get him. But anyway, I'm just glad it's over with, man. Tours go on. He need to go ahead and retire, man. Just retire, give us our money back, and man, and then let bygones be bygones.
See you, Most Grilla.
Okay.
Appreciate you, man. We'll take a break. We'll mix things up coming up next. Everybody, it is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. If you guys are just tuning in, of course, reacting to the news of the day that Mike McDaniel has made the decision to bench Tua Tagovailoa. He is going to start Quinn Ewers at quarterback this week against the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll get more into that. I'm sure there'll be plenty more reaction and fallout. Mike McDaniel is he won't speak during our show today. He is going to talk, I think, around 2:45, according to Barry Jackson. So we will await his riveting rambling on that. I'm sure he's going to be very buttoned up with all of it. But in the meanwhile, let us get to the part of the program where we go about all over the place in the sporting universe and get to the mixed bag. So the Panthers are back in action tonight. Couple of news and notes on the Cats. The Panthers, first of all, got good news today on Gustav Forsling, as Gustav does not have any broken bones after blocking a shot, so that is great news. He's tough. This was what Paul Maurice had to say on the Panthers road trip after going 3-1.
Well, it was harder on the players than the coach. We're suited to the game. So with those guys, you know what? We seem to find our game in adversity, and then a lot of times it's in schedule adversity. It's kind of how this team was shaped was in January 3 seasons ago, right? And a brutal part to our schedule. So we've got, at the very least, we're at home for the next 3, and it's a tough way to finish up on back-to-back, but we'll get home, get some rest, and get them going.
And then we'll be back in action tonight. Cats taking on the LA Kings at 7 o'clock. So, good to be back in the friendly confines of Amerant Bank Arena. And you, of course, can hear that game right here on FM 104.3, WQAM. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay on the call. Texas A&M getting set to take on the Miami Hurricanes this Saturday. Of course, you can hear that right here on FM 104.3, WQAM. Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr. with your call. As they open up the college football playoff, the winner will go on take on Ohio State. Texas A&M, though, very chirpy going into this game. First off, one of their linemen, he comes out and he goes, that he basically implies Reuben Bain to him, not a threat, which terrible idea. Objectively, a terrible idea to say that about that player. But their coach, Mike Elko, well, he got his Michael Jackson shoes and he started moonwalking that back.
Trey made a comment last week or whenever it was, just that wasn't too worried about about Bain and some of the guys on the Miami defensive front. Do you ever react to the things like that? Do you care? Do you encourage or talk to guys about, hey, be careful about what you say? Or is it all like whatever, just make sure you write, if you're going to write the check, you cash it?
Now you're starting to see why I don't pay attention to the national rhetoric. No, it was good. It was local rhetoric, same thing. Yeah, I think you put a mic in front of a kid the day after we do selection ceremonies and, I don't know. We've got a tremendous amount of respect for their defensive ends. They're very talented football players. Our guys know that. I certainly anticipate them to be very fired up to play regardless of what gets said. I certainly don't think that bulletin board material is necessary when you go into the playoffs. But, we have a lot of respect for those two kids. They're very talented.
He knows they effed up so bad. Because let me tell you something. You're right. It's the playoffs. Everybody should be fired up. However, if there was one person I wouldn't want to fire up or give any other reason, any other material, what do you think's in that Reuben Bain notebook this week, Brittany?
F Texas A&M.
Trey Zune. Or Zun, I don't know how
Yeah.
to pronounce your name, dude. Sorry.
I hope we get that posted.
Oh, he might. He did the F Notre Dame one the other day. It's just like, Are these kids okay? Like, I
I
know
don't
they're
know.
just kids. I get it.
They are just kids. Confident kids. Nothing wrong with.
Woo! You're going on panels, disrespecting Miami's defense.
Yikes.
Like, yikes. But Miami Hurricanes, let me tell you, Mario Cristobal, he doesn't fall into those traps, and he teaches his players not to fall into those traps. Texas A&M, take a page out of that handbook, because you better back it up on the field on Saturday is all I have to say.
There's been a lot. They've been feeling. I didn't realize we were taking on TCU because they're feeling very froggy. This was their running back, Reuben Owens. He then comes out and he's like, I'm not worried about their run defense.
Miami has a very, very good record against the run. You guys kind of take that personally, and how do you approach a defense that has kind of made its bones stopping the running game?
I wouldn't say as much as a challenge. I know my guys, they're ready for the challenge. You know, it's been like that a couple games. Mizzou game, they said there was a good run defense. We put up over 200 rushing yards. So I just feel that we just align, do our assignment, put effort in, we'll get the job done.
Ooh,
froggy, dude.
It's like the middle of his statement was great. I have trust and faith in my guys to accept the challenge. It's what you said, the sandwich. He sandwiched that little comment in between two disrespectful comments. And that's what gets you in trouble. You should just kept it at that, buddy.
Man. All right, Texas A&M. I don't have as much a problem with Reuben Owens feeling confident about running the football, but saying that we're not going to worry about Ruben Bain, knowing how Ruben Bain is wired, I don't think I would ever say
He said
that.
first.
Isn't Ruben Bain gonna be like a top 5 pick?
Yeah, that's an inside head thought. You could say he should say, "Oh, I'm confident that we're going to hold up. I don't care." Not work. Just it's the dismissing of Ruben Bain that that old intangibles tackle decided to go with.
But the running back did the same thing. He said, "I don't think it's that much of a challenge," and then proceeded to say, They told us Mizzou had a great run defense, and we put 200 yards on them.
This ain't Mizzou, dude.
Exactly. So I think equally, both comments are disrespectful.
I would say
Canes are top.
You know what?
7
You know when you have to be aware about your situation. I want y'all to go and look at the teams that Texas A&M beat to get to where they are. Right now, like they acting froggy because they're in the SEC and they won a bunch of games, but they didn't beat anybody.
We have so many fans.
Yeah.
Understand? I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I don't know.
Why people do that? I've never been a trash talker. I talk trash to you, but I don't talk. Why? Like, it serves no purpose to even give the guy who you better than hope or a reason to want to put extra effort into beating you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, just chill.
And I don't feel like it happens.
Great team.
I feel like because in today's day and age, you know how fast stuff spreads. I feel like it's gotten, less and less.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you did. And I'm like, I was almost like, he said, what about who?
Yeah.
You don't see that in college football anymore.
All right.
Pick out the other guy. Pick out the other guy.
Yeah, dude. All right. If you feel like that's the best, method, okay. But I think Ruben Bain is. I mean, if you don't, there's somewhere there's a manifesto on this dude.
Yeah,
already.
but he's not the only guy. That's the crazy part about it.
He's not the only guy, Leroy, but he's a maniac. I know Mesidor's amazing, but I think like we've gotten his scribble of like, okay, literally like just.
Yeah.
Are there any plays on there, Ruben? No, just all I'm saying are what are Aggies? I don't know what those are. All right, just F them though. I'm all right. Good.
That's it. There's certain people that would talk trash to me because they talk trash, but I just didn't talk trash. I remember one game, LT said something to me, and I just looked at him and smiled. I said, not today. Not today. You ain't getting me caught up in that. You trying to look for some motivation. Not from me.
We'll take a break here on the program. Finally, that coward addressed what needed to be addressed. That's next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update brought to us by our friends at Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems? Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Why, certainly.
Love the acoustics.
It is mostly cloudy.
Oh.
Winds are humming at about 15 to 20 miles an hour coming out of the east. Temperatures are a little bit cooler, but I'm saying they're probably between 75 and 80 degrees. And I would say there's probably a chance of a shower just looking at the cloudiness and the gloominess and the wind. Something's going to blow in from somewhere because, well, hell, it's South Florida and something's always blowing in from somewhere.
Interesting. All right.
Interesting. That's what we call weather.
I
don't have no diagrams, no pictures, no cones of uncertainty. No pointer. I just have, you want to know what Florida weather's going to be like? Go outside and look.
Yeah, man. Get a little looky-loo at that. I like Ryan, who just goes in on YouTube. Judon gone. He's like the only guy. He's like, hey, well, let's not forget the other thing. The main thing here is not Tua getting benched. No more Matthew Judon. It's like, I really hated those orange sleeves.
I mean, did we even notice him?
I noticed him yesterday when we were chowing down on wings. I was like, oh, there's Judon face down. You want to know why? Can't miss those orange sleeves. 2 days ago. Sorry, man, crazy dude. Insane. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Panthers back at it tonight at 7 o'clock. You can hear that right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Shout out to the Canes basketball team. They beat FIU yesterday, 98-81. Shelton Henderson had 30 for the Canes. They improved to 10-2 on the season.
By the way, Rebecca has decided.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal that, or are you going to have like a ceremony with the hats?
No.
Oh.
FIU.
Balls up.
Balls up. She wants to go to FIU.
Awesome.
Wow, she'll be like in my corner.
Well, because, listen, you know how you know your people. I know damn well she don't want to be away from mama. Right? Like, she was like, oh, I want to go to New York. I want to go to school in New York. I want to go to Vanderbilt. I want to go here.
Vanderbilt is a nice campus.
Did she get accepted to other places?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt is a nice campus. I'll be back there, it looks like in February, by the way.
So I played for 2 years there.
You played 2 years where?
Vanderbilt.
Why?
Because that's where Tennessee played when they first moved there.
Oh, okay. So you played a game there.
Yeah, that's what played means. What do you think I was talking about, dude?
I didn't remember your time with the Titans. You are wow.
I wasn't with the Titans.
-1
I was with the Browns.
for lashing out.
Jesus.
I said the Titans moved there, or the Houston Oilers became the Titans.
Uh-huh.
The first couple of years they played in
Very
Vanderbilt.
I mean, it's just an aggressive reaction. I misheard you. Like, geez, Louise. I didn't remember your time with Tennessee. I didn't think about it. Good
I
God.
didn't play for Tennessee.
I know. Thus the confusion. That's why you got hit with -1 for lashing out. There's no -1 for reasonable reaction.
That's not a reasonable reaction. Pay attention.
Your action wasn't reasonable.
Very reasonable. You have to understand who you're dealing with.
Didn't you play for Dallas?
Oh, that's a point.
Hey.
Point for JFig.
I thought we were Jennifer. I thought we were better than that. I sent you a nice little Christmas song. You know.
You sent me a Christmas song?
Yeah.
When?
Check your text.
Also, wouldn't it be odd that you played there 2 years in a row?
I don't have anything.
You play them twice a year.
They were in your division?
Houston.
Houston was in your division?
Yeah.
When?
Did you really send me Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy?
Yes. Christmas music. It sounds like a song you might hear at Tootsie's. Up next, Crystal and her rendition of Dance.
Sugar Plum Fairy.
Sugar Plum Fairy.
That's crazy.
You've heard the song. Stop.
I don't think I have.
Yes, you have. You've heard the song.
Oh, that's what that's called? There's no way. Really?
Yes, but everybody, like, periodically, like TSO does, Trans-Siberian Orchestra does renditions of Christmas songs. Or this is another one from somebody else that I
It's
see.
from the Nutcracker, JFig.
I tend to enjoy.
Honestly, I thought that was just called the Nutcracker. I did
well,
not
no,
know
it's
that
a
was the
so-
dance.
It's a song.
within the
Broadway
Nutcracker.
shows the Nutcracker.
It's actually not a Broadway show. But
Tua's got his own song for Christmas too. You know what it's called?
I'll be home for Christmas.
Besides that,
No, I was gonna
after
say.
throwing 17 picks.
Oh man,
what were you gonna say?
Dance of the Sugar Bum Fairy.
I like that
Getting
one.
rid of it fast. Now has me sitting on my ass. Cause Quinn Ewers is now the starting QB.
Point for Leroy.
That is the only way to announce this, by the way.
Yeah.
Man,
This is so like
he can focus on Christmas now because he does love Christmas.
Since he loves it so much. That's why he was shadow boxing with Taylor Ramsey.
My whole issue with this is that a lot of guys in football had like rough upbringing. Some guys had rough upbringings. That's what kind of makes them mentally tough,
Sure.
right? Some guys have had adversity in their careers. That's what makes them mentally tough because you know how to deal with it. You know how to handle it. I don't know if Tua's had that. So I think
he's had the injuries.
That's a part. You can always brush that off as part of the game. Right. But being like Tua has always been loved. And this is maybe the first stretch in his life where, like, yeah, dude.
Well, you can't. I mean, we can't say he's always been loved. I mean, the organization. I was at the press conferences where they were like snooping around Deshaun Watson and trying to dump his ass. Like, we did plenty of shows on Tua not feeling loved. So,
right. All right.
But I do think that I think that you can reach a point where maybe you miscalculated how to handle the adversity, which was
right.
Maybe I go about this year, I take it a little easy. That's the with you saying in the offseason, maybe he just didn't push the gas, and so he didn't go into the adversity for the end of last year with the most ferocity this year, where maybe in other years he has.
Correct.
So that's why I wonder about.
I like the comeback story. I want to see how he responds, because maybe and look, maybe this is an organizational plan to see how he will respond. To see how he will respond.
Interesting.
Right? Because, like, at this point, does anybody have anything to lose? No.
Just Mike McDaniel has just shown to lose.
Yeah, well, but how do you know that wasn't already decided?
I don't.
How do you know that they didn't sit in a room and say, let's do this to see what the response is? Because there's really here, you can do it now because guess what? There's no consequences.
I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you what was said in the room. My theory, though, is more in the realm of Mike McDaniel, because it kind of has felt all year like there's been a fed up level from Mike and from Tua, like on both ends. Like this relationship that was once great has felt as frosty as it has been. Now, I'm sure losing will do that.
Losing, and you have to. There's a lot of cranky people in the building when you're losing. So,
but the meetings thing that happened pretty early in the year. That wasn't like season was done type of thing. And yeah, I just think it's I think it's been probably bubbling to this point. And now you are at the point where you're like, well, am I really gonna because here's what you're saying, right? Like if you would have made this decision earlier and you're like, I'm gonna make the decision to go to a rookie quarterback with the playoffs still a possibility.
Right.
It's a ballsy decision. That's not an easy decision to make.
Correct.
So now
you can put a whole bunch of parameters on why you're doing it and why you want to see how everybody responds to it, right? You want to see one, where Quinn Ewers is. You want to see two, how does Tua respond in this next offseason? Because look, I don't think they're going to get rid of him, simply because of the hit. And I think you go from there, and hopefully Tua, gets a bit of that with what you see a lot of sports guys get. They get that thorn in their butt, and they get pissed off, and they go out and bust their butt and come back in the best possible shape and everything.
Right.
And they respond to this adversity.
And to your point about handling it well, like obviously that coaching didn't work well for him with Flores. Now, for whatever reason, I would have thought that Nick Saban was as hard an ass as Brian Flores was, but he responded more.
Yeah, but he went to Tua.
Yes.
When you change and go to another guy, the guy that you're putting in, you go in with a different attitude than the guy you're taking out.
Fine. Yeah. But for whatever reason, like he responded better to McDaniel's lovey type coaching when he was here. And I don't think, I don't think Mike McDaniel's in a very lovey mood, and like, look,
He shouldn't be. Look, for as much as people say I defend Tua has not had a good year. And he looks like Quinn Ewers looked when he was out there. And that should not happen. You can have a bad year, but you can't look the way you have looked, like you have no idea what's going on and just throwing the ball up for grabs far more times this year than I've ever seen him do. So, yeah, there's some stuff that needs to be worked out. Like some people think he's washed and can't do it. I don't necessarily believe that. Right? This is not a you very rarely see, I don't care what injuries that a player has had at that position. You don't normally see it be career ending this early.
It's not common for quarterbacks, but he's also had he's had a lot of stuff happen to him. I mean, ankles, heads, like it has. I mean, you can't.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. He's had everything, but he had no toes.
No, that's Tyler.
Yeah, another.
By the way, I saw from Heat practice. This is from Anthony Chang. Tyler Herro is going
in a boot.
No, dude, no. Tyler Herro is going to travel with the team on the road trip. So hold on, and he believes he'll play at some point. Let me get the tweet correct. Anthony tweets out, he's traveling with the team to New York. He hopes to return at some point during the 3-game trip. And then
question.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you this because you're, how confident are you that when he does play, it's gonna make as big of a difference as as we think it could make? Because I would say this, they haven't stopped anybody. when they've had to, like they did early on.
Sure.
And while we're talking about the scoring, everybody in that building seems to be talking about the defense breaking down
Mm-hmm.
and taking Khalil out because of his defense.
Right.
So putting Tyler in does what?
Well, I think for right now, one thing that is a huge issue is their shooting. They're laying bricks out there.
Oh my goodness. That ball's bouncing all over the
But
place.
Leroy, I think it's the one thing that's been kind of tough is because everybody wants to make it a firm conclusion. And I understand why, because it's like as soon as the shakeup happened, that's when things kind of went off the rails. So I get it, but I don't know. Like we haven't, it's been too in and out. And I think the thing with him that's tough is like, man, we're doing this again. By the way, Norman Powell also did not practice today, according to Anthony. No Nico, no Herro, no Pella, no Norman. Norman Powell dealing with left calf tightness.
Ooh, you know how I feel about that calf tightness.
So
and it makes them smaller.
They do take on the Nets tomorrow. You know, it could be.
Right.
Well, if no Powell, no Tyler, could be the debut of Kasper Schakachonis. Well, the real debut of Kasper Schakachonis.
Mm.
That would intrigue me. Ooh, what if he comes and takes over?
You sound really intrigued.
I am intrigued.
Well, he's not known as a shooter, so let's.
No, he's not. But you know, give him off the if he's like running things off the bench.
Isn't he a better defender?
He's a gritty defender. He's a
Right.
gritty defender. Like I mean, like listen, I've only seen him against summer league and G leaguers, so you know.
Right.
But he plays very hard. It's the turnovers. Like he'll have some crazy ones.
You think they told Tua he was getting benched like that avocado commercial?
Avocado commercial.
Have you seen
No,
the avocado commercial? Go look up the avocado commercial where the guy sings a song to the quarterback, tells him he's been benched.
I will check that out. I have not seen
He said, "Go get me another plate and bring the kicker." Like you got to see it. It's hilarious.
We'll take a break. When we come back, I got to get into what happened last night. This horse's ass. I mean, he angered the holy hell out of me yesterday. I'm telling you, Brittany, Jennifer, angered me. Leroy angered me.
Angered you.
Back after this. You're not a real person.
Who?
Leroy.
Why?
Oh,
Why not?
I love how it's so difficult for him to do in real time research for other things, but for funny commercials.
But also, it's like, you guys don't remember the avocados from Mexico commercial?
No, literally.
From 2023?
That's the year?
Yes! It's not like the Zoe Saldana Grey Goose commercial that plays every commercial break during an NBA game.
Because it just
because like right now
today.
That was my first podcast, by the way.
Like I've seen it.
Wait,
but it was like
it's hilarious, right?
It's all right. It's okay.
Oh, come on.
I like the avocados from Mexico commercials. I love the jingle. Not as much as I love the Indeed jingle right now, which that one that we play. That's my favorite.
How does it go?
I'm blanking on it right now, but you'll hear it during
Every time it comes on, he sings it.
I do.
I remember. I mean, I'm sure I've heard it.
Do we have the Indeed commercial in our system anywhere, Brittany? I love this commercial. It's like the new one. It plays all the time. Now it's like, for whatever reason, I'm freezing on it.
See,
but
I don't freeze on commercials. You freeze.
You didn't say it was an avocados from Mexico commercial. You just said it was an avocado commercial. That's the only. But now, I like the avocados from Mexico commercial, but it's from 2 years ago. It's like, and you do the. You know what else he does this with? He does this with music, where he's like, "You guys remember that from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in the 4th scene?" And I'm like,
the 4th scene is crazy.
No, I don't, Leroy.
That's how.
Probably like, oh, you know how I know this song? Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How silly me? How was I not supposed to do that?
I listen to a lot of music.
And apparently a lot of commercials. Crazy.
No, there's just like
Plum Fairy.
you know, like a lot of the music that I've researched and looked for artists have come from commercials.
We know.
We're aware.
And movies.
We're aware. This is your thing. Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
So,
See, son Steve knew what I was talking about.
well, you said lose, like when you went to the backup quarterback, the first thing I went to is the Progressive commercials. I love those commercials where they have
when he says bring in Teddy Bridgewater.
Those are great commercials.
Backup listener.
I like the one where the husband can't open a can or a jar of pickles and they call in Tommy DeVito. Just like,
no, that's they called in Tommy DeVito for the smiling with the picture with the kids.
Sorry, I apologize. Whoever they called it.
And he looks up and says,
sorry.
He looks up at me and says, follow me on this one, guys.
I've tried so hard finding. Isn't it ZipRecruiter, not Indeed?
Maybe.
But even
if it's it is. Here's your time on ZipRecruiter. I'm singing that song all the time. I can't stop.
The thing is that all the commercials are blacked out right now, so
It's
I
okay.
can't even play it.
I know. You know what? You're right. When you said ZipRecruiter, that is exactly what it is, Brittany.
Well, that's pretty good that you just pumped up the
It
other
happens.
one.
Same thing.
It is
You get
pretty
it.
good.
It's the same. That happens. Sometimes you switch up the companies. It's all right. But yeah, ZipRecruiter, that's a great one. Best jingle since Demesman and Dover.
One big happy family. Yeah.
That was great. I really like the Good Greek one. Good Greek moving and storage.
We are children.
I love it.
What's wrong with us?
Sorry.
You talk about me.
This is your fault.
No, it's not. I'm not the one taking a sports radio show and singing jingles.
No,
Listen,
that was your fault.
you guys keep distracting me, and I got to get to this
Yeah,
charlatan.
can you please tell me who
I got to
you're
get to
angry
this
at?
charlatan fraud for his absolute just nonsense that he was spewing yesterday. But I got to take a break. We got to go. Take a break. You gotta get to, and we got rats off a ship, so I don't even know if I'm going to get to it. But next segment. But this dude, he is going to fish my wrath.
Oh, we can move.
Nope.
Rats off a ship
Galen.
to the last.
Nope. Galen.
Segment.
He wants us to stay on, but he loves the rats.
The rats will be done. The rats will be played. Okay. Leonard.
That's about how he says it too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I love that rat thing you do.
Play that music for me.
we had a sit down meeting with Galen yesterday where he goes, or 2 days ago, and he goes, remember how I told you guys about the chaos? I loved it once, twice, too much.
You're joking.
And we're looking at each other. Me and Tobin are looking at each other like, but we weren't done.
Sometimes the chaos isn't over.
What was it?
Like,
What was
we can't
the
just
chaos?
leave it.
Oh, we did our classic bit where Leroy walks off, and then he's like, "Yeah, but then he was still walked off when you came back. Too much chaos."
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Take a break. We're back after this with Rats Off the Ship. Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Is Leroy snuggling with his puppy?
That's exactly what he's doing.
I didn't even see him back there. I thought he was just laying against.
Yo, why does he's got that long view camera? It looks like Alice in Wonderland because it looks like the couch is right behind him, but that couch is far away.
That was so funny.
How are your snuggles with Dre?
Good.
Don't make him leave now.
Leave him on the chair.
But I thought we were snuggling.
He'll just come back in.
I want to see him.
He'll just come back in. He's got a long, long tail. Very long.
Sonny Bunny has a long tail too. Knocks over my coffee all the time on the in the morning.
Man.
I'm like, God, you gotta be so happy all the time. Calm down.
Sunny Bunny, right? Not the cat.
No, Senor Gato, his tail is never wagging. He just looks at you in disappointment.
I don't know why that sounds kind of accurate.
That's cats. What do we got today, Jennifer, for rats off a ship?
Well, let's see if you perk up with this one. How do you feel about the Miami Heat going after Anthony Davis if they can't get Giannis?
6 to 8? No.
You rats off a ship on that?
Yeah.
All right. Leroy's rats off
Rats off a ship.
I want people. I want active participants.
What about you, Brittany? Where are you on Anthony Davis?
I'm rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
I know he wants to come here. You see it when they play down here. You saw how happy he was.
Did you see that shirt that he wore when he was down here?
The Vice shirt, chumming it up with Bam.
Mm.
I don't want street clothes on my team. I have enough.
What about you, Jennifer?
I agree. No.
No,
Doesn't
really?
really intrigue me. No.
Rats off a ship.
I don't want to be rats off a ship. You know, like, but for the right price. Right price. You know, I wouldn't be rats off a ship for Anthony Davis. I mean, under the right circumstances, I could be persuaded into Anthony Davis. I mean, you know, I think there are some partnerships there that could work, some machinations. But you're not getting Khalil Ware for him. I mean, you could kick the sharpest of rocks for that. Like, if you think you're getting Khalil Ware for him, I don't even think they need him because they got, like, Derek Lively, even though Derek Lively's out for the rest of the year. But you're not getting Ware for him, and I'm not doing, like, the 2 first-round picks. You want, you know, he wants out. You don't like it so much, you know. I'll give you Hawkes for him. That's it. I give you Hawkes for AD. That's that best I could do is a Hawkes and
you can't afford that.
What do you mean I can't afford that?
Don't you have to match the salaries? And he makes $1 million.
I said you got to match whatever the salary match is. And I'm the salary match.
Yeah, you would have to give up like 8 Jaime Hawkes.
No, but I'm saying like that's the best thing I'm attaching to it. I'm not giving you the goods. I'll get, you know, I'm not, maybe Nico's good arm. Just the good arm though. Not the one that's sliced open. What else we got
so he had to get stitches?
I don't know if he did have to get stitches or not. I don't, but they said it was a laceration. So I'm assuming
that's what laceration means.
I don't know if that was stitches or staples or what I don't know how bad it was. Somebody's got to have a gross picture, right? What else we got, Jennifer, for rats off a ship?
We have Elf on a Shelf.
Oh,
how do we feel about that? Because
rats off a ship. Rats off a ship. There'll never be an elf on a shelf on my house. Don't like them. Don't trust them.
Right.
Don't want them.
Do you hate Christmas?
I have just recently departed from Elf on the Shelf. I did it until Rebecca was like 12 or 13.
Jeez. She liked it?
Yeah.
That's where you got to keep moving the elf like he's up to mischief.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would I encourage that for the children? The children don't need encouragement of mischief. They're already mischievous enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're their dad.
You know what? I also feel like that gives him so many ideas.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
But it's so fun.
And elves are sneaky.
Also, okay, you know
that's
what?
the whole point.
The first time I ever heard of Elf on a Shelf, I was about probably in high school, and my sister used to do it for her daughters, but when she first introduced me to it, she was just talking about it. So I never saw any visuals or anything. And she was like, oh yeah, this elf, it goes around the entire house and this and that. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this like a robot thing? Like, is this like a doll? You know how I feel about dolls.
No, I don't actually. How do you feel about dolls?
You do know how I feel about I was spoken about it. I don't trust dolls. I don't like dolls.
What about goth ones?
No, I don't like dolls. No.
Okay.
So when she spoke about this, I was so terrified. I'm like, you're gonna leave that in your house? You're gonna let that thing walk around your house? So when she eventually showed me what it was, and that she's the one that moves it.
Are you okay?
No.
She's like very uncomfortable talking about Elf on the Shelf.
I don't like dolls, okay?
This is crazy.
You know what I do like though, besides Elf on the Shelf? Snoop on a Stoop.
You don't know what Snoop on the Stoop is?
I don't.
Never heard of it.
Okay,
Shut
I
up.
got it here because I knew you would know.
Snoop Dogg or Snoopy?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh no, I don't know Snoop on the Stoop.
No.
Oh, Snoop on the Stoop
Is that
great.
a commercial?
No.
Look at this. Okay.
Hmm.
No.
It's like
It's
Snoop
so
Dogg's
good.
version of Elf on the Shelf.
Yes, much better.
So it's a.
Look at that.
Snoop on the Stoop.
I like it.
I love it so much.
Wait a minute. That's
is a
just
little-
ridiculous.
It is a little Elf on a
It
Shelf,
makes
but
me
it's Snoop
so
Dogg.
happy.
Wow. Brittany, where are you with Elf on a Shelf?
My rats are staying on this ship. You guys are Grinches.
Why?
I am a Grinch.
You guys are a Grinch.
You like Elf on a Shelf?
I think it's so fun. I love seeing all the TikToks of what people's elves do and the kids reacting to it. And it's even funnier when the kid like grabs the elf because that's when it loses its magic. And the parents like come up with these ridiculous stories of what kids have to do in order to instill the magic back into the elf. It's just a great time.
And what do you make your kids do?
Some people do like rituals and have to like make their kids dance and like sing in order to like.
That doesn't sound right.
But what? How do you win Elf on a Shelf?
No, you
No,
just
it's not
buy
about
it.
winning. It's just about
You just move it around.
Yeah, but like how? So it loses its powers. Like, what do I care?
So it loses it comes during December, and then if a kid touches Elf on the Shelf, it loses its magic. And so
And they won't get presents.
they won't get presents. Yeah.
Leroy, what was the craziest thing you ever did with your elf?
I put it on the ceiling fan. I put it on the curtains. I put it on her
Was the fan
pillow.
big?
Put it in the refrigerator. Move it all over.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the crazy part. Nothing like going to bed at night and hearing, damn, I forgot to move Elf on the Shelf. Go get it.
It's staying right there.
What happens if he
Snoop on a
doesn't?
Stoop.
Like, did you ever have a night where you forgot to move it?
No.
All right. Schmeathan says Dolphins now have Elf on a bench. Oh man.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, like you never did Elf on the Shelf.
Witcher.
Nope. Never. In fact, my in-laws gave me this I think I've shown you this before, right? Have I showed you the creepy ass elf that my in-laws gave me one summer or for one
No.
Christmas? Dude, my father-in-law, he likes to give Christmas stuff. Like we have he gave us like one of those Santa Clauses that's kind of cool. But then one year they gave us this elf. I finally got rid of it. Finally, I was like, enough years have passed. Dude, this thing was horrifying. Like literally haunted my dreams. I would walk through, like if I went to the kitchen to get water, I genuinely be like, "Wah!" Because it was big. It was like probably
Dog.
dude, no. But this was like a 3 foot. It was like probably like what an elf would actually be in size. It was that big. Toes were pointy, and it had like this. It had like this weasel face that looked like it could take your soul, dude. And so I hated that thing. We had that thing probably before Tommy was born. So we probably had it for like 10 years. And it was like it had like a bell and it would jingle. And I'm like, every time I saw it. And and I would try moves every summer where I'd be like, or every holiday where I'd be like to my wife, she'd be like, hey, where's the elf? And I'm like, I purposefully left it up in the attic. She's like, come on, like if my dad comes over, he's gonna ask about it. I'm like, no, he's not. He never does. He never says anything about it. She's like, but what if he does? Finally, I got to a point where I was like, I can't take this elf anymir. He's got to go.
What? Do you have a
Do
picture
you
of
have
this?
pictures
Yeah.
of, yeah.
I gotta find it. I definitely do somewhere. I don't have that on hand, but I will get you. It is creepy.
Did it move by itself or no?
Because people would move with the kids, like to mess with it, so sometimes it would end up in different places. It's
So
spooky.
it's basically a toy.
Yeah, but
But like life size and
a toy that looks like it was haunted. I didn't like it.
Annabelle, like an Annabelle.
Man up, Ladybug.
Dude,
Jeez.
Leroy, it would like it, like just terrifying. I'm telling you, dude. There was something when I show you a picture of it, you'll be like, I understand. It would haunt
Jennifer
my
is
dreams.
because she's scared
I
of elf
don't
on the
like
shelf.
this. I don't like this at all.
What else we got
Kinda reminds me
for
of a Chucky doll.
what else we got for rats off a ship?
The Knicks won't raise a banner for the NBA Cup.
I'm rats off a ship. You guys should. Why? You think we're gonna make fun of you? Because
Yes, you are. Yes.
Why? Because you guys are scared? Because why? You guys should be proud. You won the NBA. Raise your banner. What? I mean, like something needs to go up there. Hasn't had anything since the 70s.
You will line up.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm rats off a ship not raising a banner. They should raise a banner. Be proud. You know you want to. Chalamet wants to. Ben Stiller wants to. Don't act like you don't want to put something up there.
Let's go to his Twitter. What has he said about it?
Oh, Ben Stiller? I don't know. Spike Lee was there. Of course. But I don't know what Ben Stiller said about it. I saw that Chalamet was like FaceTiming with Kat. I'm like, these guys, they don't know what to do with themselves. Just a bunch of celebratory
Nothing
emojis.
yet?
Oh, he just goes MVP. Oh, here we go. It's happening. Knicks win cup.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to put up a banner. Rats on the ship, put up your stupid banner. Go ahead.
Put it up.
Go ahead. I'm not going to make fun of you. You know you want to. Put up your stupid little cup banner. It's cute. It's cute. You should. Put it right there with those 70s banners. Probably dusty and stained. Should put something new up there. You guys threw confetti for winning a playoff game against the Heat. Leroy, where are you with their not raising a banner for the Knicks?
You know what? Listen, be proud of any accomplishment. If you don't think it's a big deal, then why did you make such a big deal about it? Raise the banner.
Yeah, raise the banner. Do it.
Only person to make fun of you is Tobin.
I typed an elf on my search phone.
Mm-hmm. You found it?
I got the D Wade statue.
There's no way. Let me see.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wait, do you think maybe it's you?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a selfie.
You would think there would be more pictures of me, though, if it was me.
Wow, even AI is fooled by that statue.
I have a lot of pictures. I hate searching for pictures. I got to go now.
Yeah, some people put division titles up, right?
Yeah, you put division title. Just put it up. Who cares? What, are you embarrassed? Oh, let's hear from this loser. Hey, what's up, Richie?
You know what I smell?
What?
I smell a little jealousy from you bums.
Yeah, put up your
and
stupid
Leroy.
banner.
Leroy,
put up your
you know
banner.
what, Leroy, I used shut up when I'm
Yeah,
talking.
you put up
You know
your
what,
banner.
Leroy? I
Hey.
used to love you, Leroy. You guys, listen, if it was you clowns, you guys would be happy and putting
Wait a
up
minute.
Right,
Richie.
you want to know why? We got lots
Richie.
of them up there. We know what to do with it.
Richie,
You'll be quiet.
do you not realize that I said, Richie, do you not realize I said they should put the banner up?
We're going to put a banner up. We're going to put the trophy up.
You're
and
not
we're
putting the
gonna win
banner up.
championship.
You're not putting the banner because you're so embarrassed about it because you don't want to put up
my
accomplishments
God. You
that
know
don't
what?
matter.
I'm tired of you, Tobin.
You're a little,
You
you're
stinking
mean.
Heat fans.
Just go ahead and celebrate your little in-season tournament trophy.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm going to celebrate. I'm popping champagne today.
Good. You should because you're never going to do it again. Congratulations.
Goodbye.
The last two teams that have won have been bounced in the first round. See you later, you bum. Go ahead. Celebrate. I'm telling the Knicks fan to celebrate. You should. You have nothing to celebrate. Go with your little made-up trophy. Go ahead. I'm happy for you. And by the way, thank the Heat. They're the reason this stupid tournament happened. Because Adam Silver's like, damn, they made the damn finals on a play-in. We need to make this thing matter because otherwise the season's not going to matter. What do? In-season tournament. Go ahead, celebrate it. Don't act like you don't want to. Go ahead. I want you to. Celebrate it. You're not doing anything this year. You guys think you're doing something this year? Come on. You're the Knicks. I'm sorry. Excuse me if I'm not going to believe in you. What would give me that? 50 years of inability to do it? Sorry.
Goodbye, loser.
I don't even. Yeah. So he's so installed. You don't for my tournament trophy. Congrats. You're like Duke winning the ACC at 7-5. Good for you. It matters more. I mean, the Heat have beaten you, what, 3 out of 4 already this year?
Are they putting up a banner for winning the ACC?
Yeah, they should. You should. You should celebrate. Things should be
people put divisional banners up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then you absolutely should put that.
Listen, the Lakers put up the banner. The Lakers are the most accomplished franchise in the NBA. You think you're above the Lakers? Put up your banner. Why? Because it has no friends? Why? There's no banner friends up there? Why not? What's the problem? You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. The Panthers started somewhere. They put Luongo up there. You want to know what he got? Now he's got friends. He's got lots of banner friends now.
He has a lot of friends.
You gotta start somewhere. Baby steps, Knicks. Gucci, Gucci, go. Come here. Where's Richie? I want to pinch his cheeks. Speaking of cheeks, you see what Josh Hart did to Jalen Brunson after winning it?
I sure did.
They're too close of friends.
They are.
I don't mess with my friends like that, but whatever works for them.
Oh, here we go. We got Vlad.
Vlad says, hey, play your playing theme song. I will. We are the Kings. All hail lords of the play-in. But at least we did something out of the play-in, Vlad, that you guys haven't, which has made the finals. So. But good for you. You should put your banner up.
Well, you say it with that tone.
I'm happy for them. What tone? That's my tone.
No.
Do it.
You say it with the tone. It sends a terrible message.
Do it. You know you want to. Good. I'm happy for you guys. That's a fun team. I have a lot of respect for Jalen Brunson. I like Cat. Seems like a nice guy. Josh Hart, not sure about him.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of them, good guys. Mike Brown, likable guy. Put your banner up. Go ahead. Do it. Cute.
I honestly can't get
with
the sound out of my
your titles without
Goodbye, loser.
Yeah, put it right up there with your other titles from before the 3-point line was invented. Go ahead. Do it. Oh, speaking of losers.
Are we finally gonna get to it?
Am I? I got something for this loser. Maybe next. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. News of the day, Mike McDaniel, he is made the decision to bench Tua Tagovailoa as his quarterback. They are going to go with Quinn Ewers against the Bengals. McDaniel's going to speak with it in sometime in the 2 o'clock hour.
You know, somebody's going to ask about what the hell is going on with Zach Wilson.
Oh, that'll definitely happen. And he'll be like, Zach's great, but, this is,
he's pulling a spo. You know what? I pull a spo. You know what I would say?
What'd you say?
I want everybody to be comfortable in their normal roles. Zach is the backup. So, you know, he'll come in off the bench.
Oh, man, you don't even think Tua is going to be QB2?
No.
Yikes.
You don't make him a backup.
Yikes.
Do you? No, you don't make him a backup.
So you put him as the third stringer emergency?
I mean, you don't really say it.
Oof.
It's implied.
Yes. Wait, come on. If you're making this move to Quinn Ewers to see what he has, you're gonna move Zack up too, right?
That's what I thought.
If that's what you're trying to do.
Zack, oh no, to your point, he wouldn't really be moved up. He'd just be where he is.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said Zack, he'll pull a spo. We're gonna start Quinn over Zack because we want Zack to feel comfortable in his role.
Crazy.
As backup. I don't even think this is amazing to me. If you put a picture of Zach Wilson on the screen right now and didn't put his name under it, I wouldn't know who he was.
Really?
And he is the backup quarterback. Can you think just off the top of your head? Do you know what Zach Wilson looks like?
I do.
Okay, I do not.
He looks like Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, does he look like?
He does not.
He does look like Elf on a Shelf, dude.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't look like Snoop on a Stoop.
Hey, does he look like? Does he look like when what's his name did the movie Elf?
Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't look like that. He looks like if you put him in an elf outfit, that is if you put him in an elf outfit, that's what he would look like. Crazy. All right, so we'll hear from McDaniel later on, but yeah, we've been hitting on that. The Miami Heat practiced today, and no Norman Powell.
That's it. It's normal. Once you move on, the QB never plays again. No way he's a backup.
Didn't this happen? No, you know who that happened with though? That they weren't. Didn't that happen with Anthony Richardson? Like they tried to move on from him, and then like 2 snaps later, he was back in there. I think when this was last year. So it doesn't always happen. Like I guess I understand you could be in that spot. Like that's where they are with Russell Wilson. That happened. But Russell Wilson doesn't have the pass. And if you really don't think that Zach Wilson's any good, like you might are we saying that Zach Wilson should play over Tua?
I don't listen. Let's be clear. I don't think that either quarterback is better than Tua from what I've seen so far. Okay, it doesn't mean it can't change. It doesn't mean that it's different now. But if you're going to replace Tua, you're just going to go ahead on and play Zach as the backup. Check them both out. If Quinn doesn't work out, you put Zach in. I mean, that's just how it has to go.
Some news from Heat practice. Tyler Herro and Niko Jovic and Norman Powell. No practice. Pelle Larsson, no practice. Tyler Herro, speaking to reporters, is from Anthony Chang in the Miami Herald, says that his toe he is going to travel, but the toe issue has been lingering. He says, quote, I just got arrested. Calm it down until I can get it back to normal. I'm going on the trip, so I'm hopeful that I'll be back at some point on the trip. If not, hopefully the next week at home. He says, it's a lot of swelling in my toe.
He got a Jim Brown toe or something? Like the Jim Brown toe from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
Dude, I don't know what he's got going on.
I'm gonna tell you, you could have all this athletic body.
Hmm?
There is nothing more debilitating than a hurt big toe.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing this with Garland, right? And they're saying
Yeah.
Garland has just not looked right, and that happened last year.
Yes, it's brutal.
He says, I think between the swelling and the pain that I'm feeling, I just got to control that. So it's not like something that lingers throughout the year, even though it's kind of has been lingering by my count throughout the year. I know it's a different injury than the foot, but just all the injuries on his lower body. Want to try and get a control of it so I can play through the pain. He underwent a second MRI on Tuesday, according to Anthony. His second in less than 2 weeks. Both scans are showing a right big toe contusion. He took a Toradol shot to play against the Magic. Then after a 5-day break, the Heat's 3 practices. Here was a late scratch for Monday. He says, it hasn't really gotten any better. I tried to warm up and it just wasn't feeling right. He says, I probably shouldn't have practiced. That kind of sparked things back up. So I'm just trying to control the swelling and the inflammation. And then from there, I can kind of decide what to do from there. So Eric Spoelstra says, quote, we want to make sure we get him feeling good about his foot and his toe. Not great.
I mean,
are you guys calm now on your conspiracy theories?
Nope.
That's why I told you that this wasn't a real thing. You know me. I'll snoop around a conspiracy.
Let me tell you.
I just had the reaction, he's just got feet problems.
I mean, here. You know who can't have feet problems? Runners and jumpers.
Not great.
Yes.
Not great.
By the way, Leroy, this is how it looks like.
That looks like Zach Wilson.
What? Exactly.
No.
Look at this.
Come on. Put a hat on him. You tell me he doesn't look, he doesn't. You're crazy.
I'm not seeing it.
Put it on.
Why does he still look 12?
He does.
I'm a real quarterback.
No, you're not.
So now he's Pinocchio?
I'm a real quarterback and I grant wishes.
You think if we went around the country and do the thing that we do all the time and say, where is Zach Wilson? That they would know, anybody else in the country would know he's in Miami?
I forgot he was on the Dolphins when he came in against the Jets. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think many people would know that.
Which is crazy in itself. Wasn't he a number 2 pick?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his teammates were wearing T-shirts of the backup, Mike White.
So the crazy thing about all that is that everybody says, hey, we had a second pick in the draft. He was a bust. But that dysfunction for that team, everybody seems to be a bust at that position.
For sure, but just because other people are bust doesn't mean that he's not a bust. Like,
no, that's true.
Sometimes a bust sometimes Jamarcus Russell's just going to come along. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I give you, and I'm more than sure that a lot of people thought this, when you look around the league and see all the retreads that are having to run.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're thinking, oh, he was just in a bad situation.
I think that's part of what Mike McDaniel's ego thought, I could do that. I could do a retread, because he's friends with all these guys, O'Connell and Shan. They all compete, and they're like, ooh, you know what my little side project will be? Rehabbing a quarterback. They all think they're QB gurus, and so he thought he was going to show something to his friends. He goes, oh, you guys think you're cool? You made Daniel Jones a thing. You made Darnold a thing. In their little group chats. He's probably like, this Kevin O'Connell won't shut up about Sam Darnold. And McVay's like, ooh, I got Baker Mayfield back on track. So he felt like he needed to do a retread, keep up with the cool kids.
All right. So, Tobin. Jordo.
Yep.
This needs to be talked about. And only you can be asked to this because you're the one that says no.
Sure.
Spurs have Wemby coming off the bench to ease him back. He wouldn't do that with Hero because of his feelings.
Yeah, actually, who else did that recently? And they're doing that to minutes restriction him. But the Pelicans just did that with Zion as well. I honestly think that Tyler Herro, if they come back and they need to do that, I honestly don't think that he's got any, I mean, bad pun, but he doesn't have any leg to stand on here. You know, like, come on, dude. We've gotten 6 games and we're 27 in, and you're going to miss probably another 3. We're going to be 30 games into the season. You've played 6 of them. No, you got to, at that point, you do whatever you got to do. Because obviously his body, and he's even said, like, oh, maybe I came back too soon. They should do whatever eases the minutes on him. He obviously can't take a full load this year.
Right.
It's tough. So I wouldn't be against that. Will he? I don't know. Tough. If I was Eric Spoelstra, I'd be like, come on, dude. We tried. Obviously, you're not feeling great. So I wouldn't be against that.
All right. So
but I don't think
you've changed your stance.
Well, I changed my stance from the start of the year. Like, we weren't talking about, I thought when he was coming back. He wasn't going to be on a minutes restriction.
Right.
But now he's got multiple injuries. So,
right.
You know, it's a little bit of a changed situation. Don't make it seem like I was a flip-flopper.
Okay. No, I'm like, no, because I said it when he came back the first time because of the way the team was playing.
You were doing it based on, but you're talking about 2 things. You were doing it based on team feel. This guy's saying to do it on a minutes reason to keep the.
Well, you can lie and do it for whatever reason you want.
Well, now they can lie to him.
Right. We're going to ease you back into it.
Ease on in, baby. Oh, this is working. Goron did it. That's what Spo did during the finals year. First, met with him. He goes, Goron, have you come off the bench? I got this undrafted guy. Kendrick Nunn's going to be our point guard. Right. And what happened when they got to the bubble? No traveling. The old switcheroo. Put him back in that starting lineup. And then the Lakers got super lucky because his foot exploded. And that's why they got an asterisk championship.
All right.
Speaking of asterisks, I mean, like, tell me that guy doesn't look like Elf on the Shelf. Zach Wilson looks like he grants Christmas wishes.
Honestly.
He does. Come on, Brittany, take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
Take it back, dude. You've been boxed in.
Look like him. I'm not boxed.
You are so boxed in, dude.
Doesn't it freak you out the way that elf looks?
It's just, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm gonna turn off your.
Yeah. The power of the button, people.
Wow.
Don't forget who has the power.
Wow.
I got
the power over your button.
That's almost grounds for suspension.
Brittany, I'm not mad at you because I've had to do Elf on the Shelf. So
yeah, and did it look like Zach Wilson? I think it did.
No, it's just that he has blue eyes. Is the only reason why.
No, he's got like the he's got like the little fake boyish face, you know, like they crafted him at a Barbie store.
I kind of see it.
I don't.
I see it.
Man, take a break. I'll get to, I'm sorry I keep putting this off.
If you don't get to it.
No, I'm sorry.
Seriously.
Things keep happening. News keeps happening today. Tua got benched. Tyler's toe doesn't work. It's not my fault.
No, you're avoiding it.
I'm not avoiding it. I'm not avoiding it.
I don't know why.
Trust me, I want to get to this ass clown because I've had enough. I've had enough of the lies and the deceit and being wronged by this ass clown. But things just keep coming up. I don't know. It's not my fault.
Tobin, this better be worth it.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. All right, if you guys want to go to Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua, I got a 4-pack of tickets to give away right now. Caller number 5 to 305-567-0560. Caller 5 to 305-567-0560 gets a 4-pack of tickets to see Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua at the Kaseya Center on Friday. If you guys want to win those tickets right now, caller 5 to 305-567-0560 will win that 4-pack of tickets to Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua, the showdown at the Kaseya Center. And we'll give that away. We got one more 4-pack to give away tomorrow, but right now, caller 5 gets a 4-pack, 305-567-0560. And we'll get that to you, to the winner and all that. Miami Dolphins, they, of course, moved on from Tua, benching his ass, not the quarterback this week against the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will go with Quinn Ewers instead after Tua's stinker against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the season no longer having any playoff implications. Stephen Ross, Mike McDaniel, probably sick of it. Mike McDaniel making it seem yesterday like he was going to go this way, and then we get the official word that Quinn Ewers met with the coaches last night and apparently got the nod. According to Josina Anderson, she says Tua handled it like a pro.
How is he going to handle it? You know how I would handle something like that?
How?
Sucks to not be playing, but at least I get that check on Monday.
You'll be like,
so still guaranteed 50.
So think about this. He gets $3 million a week.
Damn.
$3 million, $2.5 million a week.
Good living. That is how it feels like he would go after he was rolling on the floor laughing with Jalen Ramsey after getting his ass kicked.
You gotta figure out. I mean, like, you gotta find something positive in it. You know what I mean?
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't feel like Jordan Brooks found any positive in it.
Nope.
I don't feel like Jalen Waddle had any positive in it.
Well, I'm saying, like, worst case scenario, you got to try to find something positive out of it.
Oh, you're saying so the positive is the money?
Yeah, that's all you can do right now.
That's all you can do.
Like, when you actually could do something about it, you didn't.
Right.
To be fair. Like, you had to know this was on its way, right?
I don't know. I think that
like man, listen, I've played like crap for a couple of weeks, and our team played like crap. But when you start hearing stuff like we only averaged 3 yards a carry and we only ran the ball 8 times and stuff like that, you immediately start thinking, well, do they not have faith in me? So you need to find a way to stay positive. And it's not something you share with anybody, but it's just something that you can continue putting in the work. You know what I mean? And you just have to do it. Like, we all try to, when things aren't going well, whether it's at work or at home or whatever, you try to find something positive to keep going. Right? Now, to us, that would sound like a crappy positive. But if you look at the way things have gone, that's really the only thing, hey, I can go, look, family is family. Your family going to always support you.
Sure.
I get to go home to my family. You're going to do that whether you're a garbage man or you're a starting quarterback in the NFL. They always going to have your back. But in the workplace, to have to go to work and stay motivated and keep doing, stuff, you got to kind of find something positive.
Real SDI says he has been babied by the franchise and the local, I'm assuming media, since he got here. No chance he saw this coming.
Oh, dude, let me tell you something. Oh, yes, he did.
Is it a text? Do you have a sit down meeting? How does that go?
Call them in the office. It's like you know something's up too when you go into the office.
Ooh.
Like it ain't like a text, it ain't a call. You got to do it face to face. You go into the office, sit down for a minute. What's up, coach?
I will say this. I bet he handles it better than that big baby Ryan Fitzpatrick did.
You say, you're not going to start today.
You know, listen, all it means is he's got to be accountable and look at himself in the mirror, which is not what I could say for everybody else in sports. But I got to talk about that next. You know, I'm up against it. So, you know, we'll talk about the least accountable man in all of sports next. Bum, bum. 15 minutes to eat, brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. All right, no more bits. Yesterday, this carnival barker, who is supposed to be the commissioner of the National Basketball Association, but somebody tell him that because apparently he doesn't want to do his job. Adam Silver faced the media, and he was asked about the Miami Heat situation with Terry Rozier. I don't have time to play the whole back and forth because it's like 2.5 minutes, but I'm going to give you the portion that he explains where they're at with coming up with the solution, where he refers to it as unique. And this is what he had to say on it.
In terms of Miami, this is an unprecedented situation. And I think I'm incredibly sympathetic to the Heat and to their fans. But I think, we're going to try to work this out with them. But there's no obvious solution here. I would just say that, there's no doubt at the moment they have a player that can't perform services for them. And, and as to the draft pick they conveyed, obviously he hasn't been convicted of anything yet either. But this is an unfortunate circumstance. But, sometimes there's these unique events and maybe sometimes, they require unique solutions. So we'll be looking at this with the Heat and the other teams in the league and see if there's any satisfactory relief. But at the moment, there is none.
Okay. Well, Adam. Dude. That's what you're supposed to do as the commissioner, is come up with a solution. You've sat here on your hands now for the last 2 months, hoping that, maybe the Heat won't ask us to have to trade his salary. You've known about Terry Rozier going back to 2023, but you've known the feds were having him in their eyesight since last January, which by my count is a year ago. So exactly what have you been doing? What are you waiting on to come up with some kind of a solution? You just flying by the seat of your pants? You just sitting here? Maybe they're not going to want any answers for that. Are you kidding me? And the idea that the Heat don't even have forget about the draft pick for a second, which is obviously ridiculous that the Miami Heat had a fast one pulled on them by you because you wanted to cover up a gambling scandal. Forget about that for a second. The idea that this franchise doesn't even have clarity if they could trade his salary is ridiculous. And by my count, Mr. He hasn't even been convicted yet. Oh, that's interesting. Is he eligible to play for the league? Not convicted? Because he's not on the Heat bench. You sent him away. So what does convicted have to do with it? Do tell, Mr. Commissioner. Or do you just like to make like this is football and just punt and keep hoping you don't have to answer any questions on it? Hope that the Miami Heat don't come to you asking for a trade or any reprieve on it. It's ridiculous. What have you been doing? Sitting here making up fake trophies or looking for new locations for your stupid cup? You're worried about the wrong things, dude. This is ridiculous. You have an actual scandal that you've known about for almost 3 years. You hoped back then nobody would find out about it. Then the Heat, to their own fault, traded for this guy, and you didn't tell him anything about it. No clarity, no information. And now it's come back to bite you in the ass, and you still have nothing for him? What is that, dude? That is the weakest sauce I have ever heard. Oh, well, this is unprecedented, and sometimes it calls for unique solutions. Do I have any of those? No. Just going to sit here with my little trinket mid-season cup. I wish it was soccer. With my cool courts. You guys see the courts? They're so cool. I love them.
That's a deflection.
What is this guy? What, are you serious? What? This guy has no answers. He really doesn't. What did Mickey Harrison do to deserve this? You guys like to keep secrets from him? Won't tell anybody. Shh. Were you laughing about it back at the commissioner's office? This is ridiculous, Leroy. You pull the convicted card. Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember you waiting on a conviction when you banned him for the season. Did you get any outs on that? Do tell. I would love to know. Now, all of a sudden, it's a convenient out. Because let me tell you something. Convicted or not convicted. Maybe Terry Rozier ends up not getting convicted. Fine. The trade is for a player to play basketball. You said he can't play basketball. And the Heat get nothing for that? They get nothing with this $26 million chunk in their salary cap this year. Nothing. Where's your unique solutions, Adam? That pissed me off yesterday, Leroy. And he keeps pissing me off. That was the guy I was talking about all show, by the way. That was.
Thank you so much.
It was Adam Silver. It was Adam Silver.
I think you need a snoop on the stoop or something.
I don't know why I wasn't expecting that.
That it wasn't Adam Silver? Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I now that you say it, yes, I know that happened yesterday, and it was ridiculous, his comments, but I just don't know why I didn't think about you being so riled up about this.
He's been.
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for. And by the way, shout out to Tim Reynolds for asking about this. But I've been waiting for this for this guy to face the music. And this guy, he's like Neo in the Matrix. He just keeps deflecting. It's amazing. Like he's like looking around. He goes, "Yeah, we should really do something about that." You're the guy. It's your job.
No, literally.
That's what the commissioner does. He rules on unique situations. If we didn't have anybody to rule on unique situations, you literally wouldn't need him for a job. And he just wants to hobnob and glad hand for stupid tournaments. Oh, what should we do? Let's expand the game. Oh, I know. This is why he's such a horse's ass. Instead of this guy actually caring about one of his franchises, okay? One of his great franchises, by the way. Not one of the ones doing Ponzi schemes. One of his great franchises, okay? Instead of that, this jackass wants to go make an NBA Europe. Hey, jackass, did you see when the NFL tried it? Not great, dude. You know what they did? They just brought the NFL to Europe. Just bring the NBA to Europe twice a year like a normal commissioner and stop trying to stuff the NBA down their throat. Serbia wants to watch Serbia. They don't want to watch the Serbian Wolves. He's got no sense of running a league anymore. Comes in, ooh, easy thing. Great. You came in, you did great work, you banned a racist in Donald Sterling. Masterful job, sir. But since then, whew, you have lost your fastball. Like Tim Lincecum burnt out this Adam Silver. He's got no answers. And NBA Europe. Get out of it. You want to know what NBA Europe wants to watch? The NBA. Half of their great players, they're in here already.
Oh, it's so true. He's so right.
So dumb. He's dumb. I'm sure he's a very smart man, but this is dumb. And I'm going to tell you, okay? This is where I'm going to go on my little. Give me back my pick, dude. We deserve it. You know you rused us. Give me back my pick, or Giannis. Give me it. All right? You fixed it for the Dallas Mavericks. They got Cooper Flag when you foisted this Luka trade that nobody would do under real circumstances. What are we doing here? You give me back my, and even if it's not the Hornets pick, okay, because maybe they're being big babies about it, okay, even though they also cheated us. Then you make it whole again, dude. Whatever it is, compensatory, give us bonus first round pick, make me be able to trade as many picks as I want. But you have handcuffed the Miami Heat long enough, Adam. You have handcuffed them long enough. This has been going on now for a year. It has now affected their roster directly for 3 months, and you've done nothing about it. You've made more courts the color of a Skittles bag than you have had solutions to the Terry Rozier situation. And your ass wants to hide behind, he hasn't been convicted yet. Oh, well, by my count, I've seen him in a Heat uniform 0 times this year, dude, because you banned him unconvicted. So what's that got to do with it anyway? I was so annoyed hearing that from him. I am
Still
very
was.
I'm shocked you were able to contain this the whole show.
I know.
I know. It's
They
way to
said
make-
Tobin about to get the Heat no picks for the next 5 years.
No, for real.
Oh no,
You think
please.
McGee's
let's
like,
not.
"Tabitha, shut up, shut up, shut up."
Everybody's like,
Listen, you have said everything that a lot of people were thinking.
Does that mean you agree with me?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, this
That's
is
his
bad.
job. No, that it is clearly is his job. My thing is that if you're going to act like it never happened, which you did, and you knew something was going on, then you kind of play a role in that because you should have never let that trade happen.
Yep, you hit it.
And if you know all of this, then you got to have a solution quickly.
Yep.
Because you almost had a little BS investigation, cleared Terry Rozier, so the Heat thought it was okay to trade for him, knowing that there was probably something else coming down the pipe.
The chickens have come to
Especially
roost.
when gambling.
The chickens have come to roost, dude. You kept it from them. All right, you never thought it was going to bite you in the ass. Well, guess what? It did. Fix it. That's what I want. Adam Silver.
You need to write a
Fix
lash
it.
out letter.
I gotta write a letter. Can't we just send him the segment? I don't know.
Literally. This is enough, I feel like. Also,
But that's
the
I
tone is-
think that's the part that kind of gets me.
Mhm.
Like, wait a minute. Just because you cleared him, right? Once you realize that there was still something to it, you should have negated that trade right away.
Yep.
Or made him give the pick back and everybody just go back to the way it was and let his former team deal with it.
Yeah,
Not the new team, because the fact that you okayed it and made everybody feel okay about trading it and trading assets for him. And now the same thing that you cleared him of, he's getting caught up in. It's almost like you got some, you're kind of responsible for this too. You play a role in it too.
Yeah, you want to hide behind the legal system. It has nothing to do with it. Your league has a ruling right now. He can't play. Ergo, the Heat, the guy they traded for, he's not eligible to play right now. What does it have to do with anything? Quit punting on the situation, Adam Silver, and fix it.
Now, are you going to yell down the street and tell them to stay after him?
He's opening the window, guys.
Oh no.
Oh. I feel like we need to fix this camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, he's doing it.
Perfect.
Hey,
Oh,
Mickey,
I can't do this. Okay.
Don't let him off the hook.
don't let this rat off the hook. We almost got him, dude. He's running scared. We got to go. That's our show for today, everybody. Toodles.
I love Christmas.
I'll be home for Christmas.
too.
Besides that,
Getting
Bum.
rid of it fast. Now has me sitting on my ass.
I'm happy.
goodbye, loser.
Call